Well, for the better part of 2 weeks, 11 to 12-year-olds have been battling it out for the right to play in the title game of the Ripken World Series, which Comcast Sportsnet will televise directly after we're done with this show. It's an international series with this year's last two survivors being Mexico and Hawaii. For more, let's go to Brent Harris with two special guests out in Aberdeen, Maryland at Ripken Stadium. Brent?
Well, thank you. A beautiful night for baseball here at Cal Seniors Yard. We will crown a champion in the Cal Ripken World Series tonight between the USA and international champions. Joining me, Cal Ripken Jr., Billy Ripken, just as they did when they played shortstop, second base. Nice positioning, guys. And first, let's talk about the international champs, Mexico City. They got to this point with great pitching. They'll have another great pitcher on the mound tonight, Cal.
Well, Mexico, they can hit, they can field, but above all, they can throw, and they can throw the ball extremely hard. Gustavo Dominguez, who has been remarkable in this tournament, he's not starting tonight. A guy by the name of Axel Rios, and he throws just as hard. So, you know, it's going to be one of those, here's how hard I throw it, see if you can hit it kind of nights.
Both of these guys we expect to see at some point in this game. Now, the big problem for Hawaii is hitting these guys, but Hawaii has been, Billy, one of the better hitting teams in this tournament.
They advanced with a 1-0 win yesterday against Lexington, Kentucky, and even though they only scored one run, they can swing the bats. They've led our World Series with runs scored. These guys will swing the bats. They were not intimidated by a young man yesterday throwing 80 miles an hour from 46 feet. These boys are going to swing the bat, and Mr. Rios today, he better be on his game because these boys can swing.
Cal, we should see a good one here tonight. Two 6-0 teams going at it. You couldn't imagine a better final.
Well, I mean, I think Mexico was one of the favorites coming in, as was Hawaii, and they played extremely well through the tournament. They've earned their way here. Not only have they blown teams out, they've also won the one-run games, and they really showed they know how to win. So this ought to be a terrific matchup.
Well, Mexico City 6-0, going for their three-peat against Oahu. Hawaii, who also is 6-0. Something has to give. First pitch is just about 15 minutes away. Let's send it back to the studio. Chick?
Thank you, Brent. Something has to give. Should have been Brent's hair in this case. It's the title game of the Ripken World Series. Mexico, Hawaii, coming right here on Comcast Sportsnet from Ripken Stadium in Aberdeen, Maryland, right after this very show.
You could tell listening to those guys. They have a lot of passion for those kids.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's Ripken baseball all the way, and this should be a nice night. So hang out with us. You can watch these youngsters, future stars of Major League Baseball.
There you go. Still more to come here on Sports Night.
Well, they could have gone down in infamy, been talked about for decades to come, but leave it to the Kansas City Royals to get that wrong by winning, streaking to the end. We'll be right back.
Wouldn't it be nice if your stack of bills would just disappear? They can when you refinance with Equity United Mortgage. Consolidate debt, lower your interest, and more when you call or apply online at equityunited.com.
This summer, go to Priceline for the best deals on airfare. Name your own price and save up to $100 off other leading travel sites on each ticket you buy.
That's it.
Only at the new Priceline.
I wonder if this guy is cute. So have you ever done this before?
Sure, for years.
Uh-oh. So you've met people from the internet?
Of course.
And where do you usually meet?
Mostly at work.
Well, at least this one has a job. What do you do again?
I happen to be Tischer's internet specialist, and after people experience our easy deals, they have to meet me.
Visit TischerAuto.com or Tischer Acura on Route 198 Laurel and lease an 05 MDX for only $399 per month.
Where are you again?
Just off the BW Parkway on Route 198 in Laurel.
Excuse me, are they all...
Yeah, they're all loaded. The heat! Give him the heat! It's the cycle! Yes! Yes! It's the cycle!
Are you fan enough? Nobody does baseball better than Comcast Sportsnet. Catch the Orioles all season long. More games, more news, more passion.
You're up.
Welcome back back. Here's what's happening tonight on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers. We'll recap the Nationals as they finish their series in New York against the Mets. Plus, the Orioles try to avoid the sweep in Cleveland. And we'll have a chat about the legacy of baseball's Rookie of the Year award. That's all tonight at 10 o'clock. Baseball last night, the Royals and A's in Oakland. Kansas City enters the game with a 19-game losing streak. 2 behind the 88 Orioles, AL record of 21. Now they even the score off of Barry Zito in the third. The Royals would lead 2-1, bottom of the ninth. Bobby Crosby grounds out, and the Royals win a game. The losing streak stops at 19 games, their first win since July 27th. Pitcher Jose Lima celebrated in the clubhouse by bringing out a case of Dom Perignon.
Nice. Final round of the WGC Any Invitational. Tiger Woods currently tied for the lead with Chris DeMarco at 5 under par. Check this one out. Left turn, please. Yeah, you got it. Birdies the par 5 16th. From the trees, by the way. How's this? Tiger on 18, needs to par. Rolls it up on the green. His second shot from behind that tree and rolls right up, and then just off there on the first cut, he would 2-putt to win his 5th tournament of the year over that guy, Chris DeMarco. You think DeMarco's sick of seeing Tiger Woods win, by the way, after last year's Masters? Tiger +1 on the day, but ends up with a 1-stroke victory over Chris DeMarco. You see Vijay Singh there. Kenny Perry, who had the lead, tied for the lead beginning of the day. Not very good with the move around.
Also, our Scott Hansen is up in New York City covering the Nats as they got the win over the Mets this afternoon. We're going to hear from him at 10 o'clock.
That is all at 10 o'clock. Enjoy Cal Ripken World Series Baseball. Cal and Billy and Brent. It's a new show here on Comcast Sportsnet.
A sitcom coming up in the fall. Crazy shenanigans between those three.
Brent will shave his head by the end of this game. I don't quite guarantee that. Thanks for watching Sports Night.
Jake Hernandez, Michael Jenkins. Have a great evening. We'll see you at 10.
Last month, an historic announcement came from the Antwerpen Automotive Group. Now, Jack Antwerpen says employee pricing will continue.
For the first time in history, I'm extending Antwerpen employee pricing to the general public. That means you pay the same price for a vehicle that my employees pay.
This limited-time offer is available at every Antwerpen location. Call immediately for your exclusive employee authorization number.
I say yes to employee pricing on every deal.
Worry is emotional torture. It consumes you and robs you of happiness and peace of mind. Anxiety is worry gone out of control. It makes your mind race in circles with scary, obsessive thoughts. What if you lose control? What if you embarrass yourself? What if you're dying of some horrible disease?
Why am I sick? Over and over again.
Depression makes you feel sad, unmotivated, tired, and insecure.
Oh, there really is something wrong with me.
Anxiety and depression don't have to be a lifelong sentence. There's drug-free help that has the potential to last a lifetime.
I don't have to rely on pills. It was wonderful.
Please, do what millions of people have done. Call now.
The feeling was way beyond my expectation.
It's free, and it could be in your mailbox, offering you hope and help within a week. Please, call right now.
Call 800-463-1824. That's 800-463-1824.
Yesterday in semifinal action from Cal Senior's Yard, pitching ruled the day. Check out the International Championship. Mexico's Gustavo Dominguez and Axel Rios combined for 6 innings of one-hit shutout baseball. They were dominant. Ray Orozco, he plated the game's only run on that wild pitch in the first inning. Now in the U.S. Championship game, Oahu, Hawaii's QB Meyer and Jordan DuPont, they ruled with 8 strikeouts and gave up just 3 hits in 7 innings of play. However, it was this Kalani, Legat, Crawford, towering home run blast. He down long distance that sealed the deal for Oahu in the 7th today. It's Mexico and Hawaii going head-to-head in the championship game of the Cal Ripken World Series next. That championship feel all over Cal Seniors Yard here in Aberdeen, Maryland, and why not? It's a World Series finale, and they'll come through the turnstiles brimming with excitement to fill this beautiful baseball venue. Welcome, everybody, on Comcast Sportsnet. It is the championship game of the Cal Ripken World Series. The Mexican national team going for their 3rd consecutive title. They'll tangle with the American champion from Oahu, Hawaii. Hi, everybody. Great to see you. We're very pleased you're here. You're in for a big night of Cal Ripken World Series baseball. I'm Michael Regai, along with the driving forces of Ripken baseball, Cal Jr. and his brother Billy. Nothing could be better than this. You've got 2 6-0 squads here. They both come through tough one-run wins yesterday to win their respective championships. And Cal, yesterday we described Mexico as the most pitching dominant team among the field in this World Series. No question about that. But let's not forget, you win close run-one games like they have. This is a ball club that plays every facet of the game and knows how to execute late in games.
Well, it's no secret. This Mexican team is a very, very strong team. They can hit, they can field, and above everything else, they can pitch. And the thing that impresses me the most about their pitching is they do it in a power sort of style. And we have Gustavo Dominguez, who has thrown very, very well in this tournament, and today's starting pitcher, Axel Rios. They throw the ball extremely hard. Having said that, though, the Hawaii team is not intimidated by the fastball at all, so it ought to be a really good matchup.
You make a very good point. As Cal says, Hawaii can swing the bats. You got the 2 top hitting teams here as well. Hawaii and Mexico right around the 360 mark. Bill, Hawaii as well. We saw the strong pitching performance, but this is a ball club that defensively executed well in the last 2 games to be able to get a chance to knock off Mexico.
They did 2 out of the 3 yesterday right there. They are the #1 run-scoring team in our World Series, but defensively they executed really well. And QB Doo had a great outing on the mound yesterday. He kept the team in it right here. You can see them defensively executing to try to steal second base and try to steal a run out of it. They executed really well, and as you see right here, they have the potential to hit the long ball. And as Cal said, even though they only scored 1 run yesterday, Trevor Gott was throwing 1 billion miles an hour yesterday, and they had some awful good swings. So look for this to be a good matchup, and as Cal said, they are not going to be intimidated by the fastball.
They're going to come out swinging. They're going to be very aggressive in their offensive approach. You keep an eye on that to see if Hawaii can derail this Mexican Express to win a Cal Ripken World Series championship. The 4th member of our telecast team ready to further set the scene about Mexico loving to play here in Cal Seniors Yard in Aberdeen as we check in with Brent Harris. Brent?
Well, guys, the Mexico City fans are out in force, and Mexico loves the home cooking here in Aberdeen. They are undefeated in the city of Aberdeen, 20-0, and today they go after the 3-peat. Now, last year they had 2 members of this year's team here for that championship game, and they are the pitchers Axel Rios and Gustavo Dominguez, and they hope that veteran leadership will carry them through today. Now, the Mexico City team, who has never lost here, will be going against a very good team, the USA champs today, the Hawaiian team. Now, this team has been very good with the bat so far this season. This series, a 361 average. They will have to hit 2 very tough pitchers today as Axel Rios will get the start. Yesterday, just 2 runs were scored in the 2 championship games, and we expect a lot more here today. Now, we're just moments away from the first pitch. We'll now take our presentation for tonight's anthems.
Attention, please. Please rise as we honor Mexico with the Mexican national anthem. Please remain standing as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Molly Dorsman from Elk Mills, Maryland. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
That was an absolutely beautiful rendition of our national anthem from Ms. Molly Dorsman from Elk Mills, Maryland, as we get set for the Cal Ripken World Series Championship finale. Version 2005 in Hawaii, the United States champion, trying to see if they will be able to derail the ball club that has never lost here in Aberdeen. That the Mexican national team. Ceremonial first pitch time. The lovely Dominique Dawes, gold medalist, of course, at a couple of different Olympic games in the 1990s. She's one of the trio that will throw out the ceremonial first pitch here tonight before the championship finale. And, of course, Maryland's own Michael Phelps, getting a rousing ovation from the crowd as Michael Phelps, 8 medals, Cal, the last Olympic Games for Michael Phelps. I believe 7 of them gold.
I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what it feels like to win a gold medal.
None of us do. That's some serious excellence. And, of course, I think everybody here in Cal Seniors Yard very pleased to see a lady who was known better as Wonder Woman back in the 1970s. The lovely Linda Carter, who has made her way from New York City. She's currently filming the very strong television series Law and Order.
I got to call these catchers are too close together.
So let's see how many strikes we get.
Oh, there it is, crossfire.
Yeah, it was a crossfire.
That's why we told him to wear the equipment out there. We're full battle gear.
A strong effort from Dominique Dawes, Michael Phelps, and Linda Carter, and we'll have all 3 of them, by the way, in the booth with us during the course of the Cal Ripken World Series Championship game tonight. Comcast Sportsnet's presentation of the Cal Ripken World Series is being brought to you by Chevrolet, your Baltimore area Chevy dealer's proud official sponsor of the Cal Ripken World Series. Also by Nike Baseball and the Nike Aero bats. They are the quickest bats in the game. By Whisk Laundry Detergent. Go ahead. Get dirty. And by Aflac, ask about it at work. 2 1-0 games yesterday. Pitching, defense, incredible drama as they unfolded. Mexico, they earned their way here with the win over the Dominican Republic. Hawaii backed that up with their thrilling 7-inning win over Lexington. Who's going to win a World Series championship? We'll find.
Tuesday, Comcast Sportsnet presents Orioles baseball. The O's take on the powerhouse Los Angeles Angels live at Camden Yards. Coverage starts at 6:30 and continues after the game with Orioles postgame live. The Angels and Orioles Tuesday, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
I wonder if this guy is cute. So have you ever done this before?
Sure, for years.
Uh-oh. So you've met people from the internet?
Of course.
And where do you usually meet?
Mostly at work.
Well, at least this one has a job. What do you do again?
I happen to be Tischer's internet specialist, and after people experience our easy deals, they have to meet me.
During Tischer Nissan's bottom line model year-end clearance, get a new automatic 05 Nissan Xterra S for only $21,337.
Where are you again?
Just off the BW Parkway on Route 198 in Laurel.
Countdown to kickoff. Follow the Ravens as they prepare for the season. Comcast Sportsnet is live at training camp with continuing team coverage. It's your all-access pass inside training camp. Comcast Sportsnet.
Chevy's proud to have the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And Suburban, ranked highest in initial quality. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now get an 05 Silverado regular cab work truck 2-wheel drive for a Chevy employee discount price of $13,930 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
Well, you can feel this atmosphere, as we said, electrifying inside Cal Seniors Yard. Probably close to 5,000 here tonight. All right, let's take a look at our Chevrolet hitting lineups for Mexico. The leadoff man, and does he do it in grand style? Ray Orozco in right field. Andres Alvarez will hit second and play second base. Alvarez, an all-World Series performer. Gustavo Dominguez with that dominating fastball of his on the mound. Hits third and plays left field. Iram Gutierrez has a couple of home runs in the Ripken World Series. He's the cleanup hitter at third third base. The number 5 slot belongs to Christian Martinez at center field. Carlos Islava, 2-run home run in quarterfinal play, will do the catching. 7, 8, 9 finds Francisco Maturin at first base. Axel Rios, another flamethrower on the mound. And slick fielding Manuel Paez hits number 9. Paez also an all-World Series performer. And the man on the mound is, of course, the young fella that Kalani Lagak Crawford. And Bill, he dialed long distance yesterday with a bat in his hand to get Hawaii here in this championship game.
That had to be a great time for him right there. Extra innings, hit a home run to take the lead and catapult him into this championship game. And here he finds himself out there towing the slab. See if he can't give Hawaii a World Series championship over this Mexican team.
And he hit a bomb yesterday. He hit a bomb. I mean, when you get it out of this ballpark, he probably measured 250, 260 up on that hill.
And one of those no doubt about it blasts. Let's take a look at our Chevrolet Hawaii defense behind Kalani Lagak Crawford. On that infield, it'll be from third to first Ryan Cortez. And keep an eye on Timmy Arakawa and Gavin Okada, the double play combination. QB Meyer, one of the mainstays of this club at first base. Corey Quimazon, Ryan Yemeni, and Jordan DuPont in the outfield. Behind the plate, you'll like watching young Cash Kalani, as he has been excellent in this series. And, of course, Kalani Lagak Crawford on the mound. All right, fellas, I'm going to put you guys to work. Our Nike baseball keys to the game. It starts with this Mexican ball club. Fellas, how do they go about winning their third consecutive Cal Ripken World Series title?
Well, they have to wake up their bats a little bit. And they're a good hitting team. They hit a lot of home runs. They hit some extra base hits. But they haven't got the offense going in the last couple of games. So I think the first key would be they have to swing the bats and get their offense going. The second key, these things on the screen right now, Guns and Rios, those production meetings, you guys lose me and leave me in the dust. What's that mean, Bill?
Axel Rios. Not to be confused with Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses. He's got to be on. He's gonna be called to give him about 4 innings today. That's
well, Bill, for Hawaii, do some singing for us, huh? What about Hawaii's opportunity?
Heavens down. I did that one right there. Can QB do it again? He's their 3-0 hitter. He goes, they can go. But that's not to disclaim Cortez right behind him. And they have the ability to hit some long ball. But he is the leading hitter in this World Series. And can he stay hot against this Mexican staff?
Settle back and enjoy. Time to play baseball as Kalani Lagak Crawford will bend that breaking ball on the inside corner for a called strike. Absolutely glorious evening at Cal Senior's Yard in Aberdeen, as Ray Orozco looked at a called strike. How about Orozco? He is the essence of a table setter. As we said, he was named to the All-World Series team for his strong performance. 5 runs scored as he looks at Lagak Crawford again, hitting that inside corner to get ahead at 0-2.
Crawford looked real comfortable right there, throwing a first pitch breaking ball, and then comes in with a nice fastball in the inside corner. Pitching a little bit backwards, but 0-2. That's effective.
0-2 to Orozco. Breaking ball, and he got a piece of it to stay alive.
I always look for a few signs of nerves, even at the big league levels when you have a big game. And right now, again, the confidence to throw a breaking ball in the first pitch, get it over, go after the hitter right away. No signs of nerves so far.
See Kalani Lagak Crawford working out of the stretch to start this one, and he will fire that fastball right by Ray Orozco. So Lagak Crawford picking up the first K. And very important to keep Orozco off the bases because he's been able to terrorize the opposition. Let's take a look at our umpiring sixum here with Ray Garzillo behind the plate, Tom Sewell, Tom Napstein, and Tim O'Leary first and third around the bases, with Jeff Lott, the left field line, and Terry Rakelli on the right field line.
Once again, Crawford starting off hitters with a first pitch breaking ball. Seems to have a little bit of comfort in that. Crawford's not going to be overpowering to you, but I think he has the ability to flip that breaking ball up there and maybe get some punch outs, even though he used the fastball to get rid of the first hitter. Nice location, but he seems to like his breaking ball a little bit.
Second baseman Andre Alvarez. And Alvarez has had early in the tournament, he had a couple of big games, went 3 for 3 against Australia, backed that up with a 2 for 4 afternoon with 4 RBI against Canada. So comes in strong here, hitting .357 in the championship game as Lagak Crawford's on that outside black at the knees.
He got a miles per hour so far to get a reading.
He touched the last one at 70.
So you're right, not a power pitcher, although 70's still pretty good at this distance.
But certainly flipping up breaking balls like that and then being able to hit the outside corner, that makes him a little bit more deceptive.
1-2 pitch. Look out, that breaking ball has sent Andre Alvarez spinning out of there. You know, you guys, the pitching dominance of Mexico has been something that has been so consistent throughout this series, but you know, Hawaii holding the opposition to just a 149, that team hitting average from their pitching perspective. So they've been doing some dealing as well.
Well, in order to get to the championship like they have, you have to be well-rounded. You're not going to get there completely one-sided. And I think we saw that yesterday with Lexington, Kentucky. They came in one-sided on the pitching end and really had a slumping time. I think they were 11th out of the 15 teams in runs scored in our World Series. And they ended up running into a Hawaii team that pitched well against them, hit the long ball in the last inning and won 1-0.
You expect runs to be at a premium after what we witnessed yesterday. Breaking ball beauty. Kalani Lagak Crawford. He's got that bender all dialed in here early against the Mexican offense.
Well, you know, if you're Gustavo coming to the plate, Gustavo Dominguez, you're going to think breaking ball when you come to the plate. Here's another breaking ball right here. Starts behind him a little bit, freezes him, and comes back for the inside corner.
And you wonder, because you see the Hawaii catcher setting up on the inside part of the plate, you wonder if he tried to do that, because he started inside and he came back to the plate for a strikeout.
Gustavo Dominguez hits sharply and right through the legs of third baseman Ryan Cortez. So Gustavo Dominguez, first pitch swinging, attacking the baseball, and Ryan Cortez not able to handle it at that hot corner.
And Gustavo did what Junior was talking about. First two hitters got breaking balls first pitch. Looked like he went up there looking for a breaking ball. Hit it hard. Kind of surprised him right there and got right through the wicket. Well, you hockey fans that haven't seen it in a while, that's a 5-hole.
It's coming back, though, Brother
Yes,
Bill.
it is.
It's coming back. Here's Iram Gutierrez, who's unloaded a couple of home runs. And he's trying to attack that first pitch fastball from Lagak Crawford. Gutierrez, the stocky built right-handed hitting third baseman. 5 of the Mexican national team named to the All-World Series squad that was voted on yesterday.
Setting up inside.
That breaking ball has been lethal here in the opening inning. And here are the all-tournament selections from this Mexican ball club as you look at manager Bernard Tapia, who's doing the coaching down at third base. No surprises there, fellas.
Well, you think you get 5 of them there, you think you're going to be in the championship game.
Another breaking ball. Lagak Crawford fanning the side as he went to his specialty, that breaking pitch. Hawaii will swing the bats when we come back.
Chevy's proud to be the #1 selling passenger car brand in America. We have 9 cars with at least 30 highway miles per gallon. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now get an 05 Malibu sedan with a Chevy employee discount price of $15,684 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Sports Night at 10, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers on Comcast Sportsnet. Baltimore, watch the local team with the best sports coverage every night. Your all-access pass to all your teams. You can't get any closer to the action. Highlights, scores, analysis, inside information, exclusive interviews, previews, post-game coverage. Comcast Sportsnet's team of anchors and reporters, getting you the inside story on the sports you care about. Sports Night at 10, every night, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Let's take a look at our Chevrolet hitting lineup featuring the squad from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, the American champions. They'll lead off with Timmy Arakawa, the shortstop, another young man who sets the table well, top of the offense. Gavin Okada hits second and plays at second base. It's QB Meyer, the very sweet swinging left-handed hitter at first base. 4, 5, and 6, Ryan Cortez at third base. Ryan Yemeni will patrol center field. And you saw Kalani Lagat Crawford strike out the side. He's on the mound today. The game-winning home run yesterday. Jordan DuPont will hit 7th to play right field. Cash Kalihilani is behind the plate hitting 8th. And it is Corey Quimzon in left field and hitting number 9. And they will face the hard-throwing right-hander. And we give our graphics coordinator, John Hoagland, credit for the Alex Guns and Rios reference there, because he was right on the money in coming up with that. But Rios is a flamethrower.
He throws the ball extremely hard. He hasn't logged as many innings in. Coming into yesterday's game, he threw 2 innings, but he had 3 innings in the whole tournament before that, but he struck out all 9 guys.
First pitch swinging, Timmy Arakawa with a line shot to center, and that's Christian Martinez reaching up to haul it in.
As we said in the open, too, this Hawaiian team is not going to be intimidated by the fastball. They know these kids throw hard, and they're going to come out swinging the bats.
Christian Martinez patrolling center field, having to haul that shot from Arakawa down. It is Gustavo Dominguez and Ray Orozco in the outfield. Iram Gutierrez, Manuel Paez, Andre Alvarez, and Alvarez going to get an opportunity to get his first look at the ground ball there off the bat of Gavin Okeda. So Alvarez at second base gobbling up that ground ball. 2 pitches, and this is exactly what manager Gerald Odecal, I talked to him before the game, and he said, oh, our kidders know we're going to come out and swing the bats and be aggressive at strike 1.
Let's see if he takes here. I didn't look like he was taking.
No, I don't think there's any reason. What's the difference between 3 pitches and 4 pitches? Besides 1, the answer is not much. They know this Mexican team's only walked 2 people in the previous 6 games. So why go up there looking for that walk? They're going to get ready to swing the bat.
Now, QB Meyer has had a terrific series at the plate. What's he, Cal? 7 of 13, and of course he's unloaded the home run and with a slew of extra base hits.
Absolutely. 538 batting average. He's got 7 hits, but the most important thing is 5 of those 7 hits are for extra base hits. 1 homer, 3 triples, and a ground rule double yesterday.
And you see a little bit of respect for QB right there, throwing a 2-0 breaking ball outside. They know they can throw the ball hard, and they know they can pitch, but they also know this team from Hawaii is going to swing the bats. And as we said earlier, QB is leading the planet in hitting as far as our World Series is concerned.
That last pitch was 75 miles an hour.
It pushed him back, that 3-run fastball that missed in. So the first base runner of the evening for the American champion, the kids from Oahu, Hawaii, on that 2-out walk to QB Meyer.
This is the matchup I like to see. Ryan didn't get off the snide yesterday, but he had some really good swings against a young guy throwing hard.
Cortez, first pitch swinging, pops it up for Francisco Maturin to put the squeeze on. So we're through 1 to decide a Cal Ripken World Series winner.
Do you want to learn the same training techniques that propelled 2 brothers in their successful baseball careers? Bill and Cal Ripken Jr. have perfected a method of instruction for youth players, and now it's available on this all-new video, Hitting the Ripken Way. Learn the same fundamental techniques Cal Jr. used to record more than 400 home runs and more than 3,000 hits. Unlock your true potential as a hitter with proven drills. So call or log on now to get Hitting the Ripken Way for only $29.99. Order now and we'll also send you Defense the Ripken Way. Discover proven fundamental techniques, double plays, the underhand flip, backhands, and much more. Plus, Bill and Cal Jr. reveal their 4 key fundamental principles. These videos are a must-have for youth players, coaches, and parents.
You will get better. I promise.
You get Hitting and Defense the Ripken Way. That's right, 2 incredible DVDs or 2 VHS tapes for only $29.99. This special television offer is not available in stores, and your satisfaction is guaranteed.
Oh, that is nice!
To order, call the number on your screen or log on to ripkentv.com.
Chevy's proud to have the best-selling full-size SUVs 5 years in a row. Like Tahoe, with best-in-class fuel economy. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Get an 05 Tahoe LS 4-wheel drive for a Chevy employee discount price of $31,311 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
Let's take a look at our Nike baseball highlights. And back in that first inning, Cal, Kalani Lagak Crawford was dealing that breaking pitch to Mexican hitting.
Well, I was sitting here wondering what is his strikeout pitch, and it's obvious his strikeout pitch is a big sweeping breaking ball. He throws it inside, freezes the hitter. He also throws it outside and gets him to swing at it. So his strikeout pitch, and he did coming in, struck out 13 in 7 innings. So he is a strikeout pitcher, and that's the strikeout pitch, his breaking ball. It's obvious to me what the hitters from Mexico have to go up there looking for.
Yeah, and we'll see if manager Bernardo Tapia and his coaches, Cal, when you're a young hitter like these guys are, and maybe, I mean, you don't see a lot of kids on the mound that feature the breaking ball exclusively. It's got to be a quick adjustment and change that mindset when you go up to the plate, having to look for that pitch.
Well, normally when you're at the young ages, you protect against the off-speed pitches at 2 strikes, and you look for the fastball early on. As you go up the ladder a little higher, their ability to throw those pitches in different counts, you have to start looking for them. And these guys right now have the ability to do that. So you got to go to school when you're on the bench over there. If you're a hitter coming up, watch what the pitcher's throwing and go up there with a good game plan.
The breaking ball fooled Christian Martinez. You see Martinez, he brought out what they call in the major leagues that emergency hack as he was fooled on the pitch.
And normally the emergency hack is reserved for 2 strikes, not when the count is only 1 strike. You know, if the ball goes over the plate with 2 strikes, you got to walk back to the dugout. So sometimes you just want to push it out of play.
Lagak Crawford pitching backwards, some would say, Cal Ripken, as he went to that searing heat of his, that fastball on the outside corner. He's fanned all 4. He's retired.
Well, a lot of times a power pitcher will come out and establish his fastball, and that's what he wants to leave in the hitter's minds. But right here, he's coming out here and establishing the breaking ball, which makes his fastball that much better. And pitching backwards, usually the start-off pitch for him, most hitters, especially the guys with speed you want to keep off the bases, is normally a fastball because that's the one they get the control of the best. But great command of the breaking ball.
This is Carlos Eslava. Eslava, the right-handed hitting catcher, who rocked a big opposite field 2-run home run to help Mexico to their 3-2 win in the quarterfinals against the Republic of Korea on Friday, and it was a big blow of the game in providing the margin of victory for Mexico. And that 0-2 pitch got him on that breaking ball. 5 strikeouts now for Lagak Crawford.
I find myself a little mesmerized and putting myself in the box thinking, okay, what am I going to get right now here from at this 2-strike pitch? And the breaking ball, looks like he has 2 types of breaking balls. Certainly the one that he wants to take a little bit off of and throw in the outside part, and the one that he more tries to freeze the hitter with, a little harder and a little less break on the inside part.
It's Francisco Matarin who fouls it off. We're very pleased to be welcoming in Steve Wright, the Assistant Regional Marketing Manager for one of the very fine sponsors of the Cal Ripken World Series, Chevrolet. And Steve, you got all your new products out here for 2006, and I think all the fans have been thrilled during the course of the World Series to see all the beautiful Chevys that'll be rolling off the assembly line.
Well, we certainly hope so. We're very excited about our new product lineup this year.
Well, that's driven to the corner and left, Steve, as we're going to get extra bases here from Francisco Matarin as he turned on that pitch and rocked it to the corner and left for the 2-base hit.
These kids are great.
I believe that was a breaking ball, and we'll look at it again from the side. We can't quite tell, but the way that he went after that looked like an inside breaking ball, and he pops it down the line. And again, he possesses a lot of power. Francisco has the ability to drive the ball to the ballpark, stayed in there and drove it to the corner.
Now at scoring position, Francisco Matarin for the young man on the mound tonight, the flame-throwing Axel Rios. See Rios' numbers at the plate during the course of the World Series as we chat with Steve Wright. So what can those that are going to go out and find those good-looking 06 Chevys expect to see in their showroom, Steve?
Well, we just started building the new HHR. That stands for Heritage High Roof. It's modeled after the 1949 Suburban. It's a great small crossover SUV. Has 2 different engines this year. Both will get over 30 miles per gallon, or in the 30 miles per gallon on the highway ballpark. Both of those engines one of them will 143 horsepower, 172. Lots of room, lots of space. The new Impala, new engines, brand new car. Very high level of content.
Breaking ball, he got him. Steve Wright, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for your wonderful sponsorship of Cal Ripken's World Series.
You're very welcome.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank
All right,
you.
that's Steve Wright, the Assistant Regional Marketing Manager for Chevrolet. Mexico can't get...
Chevy's proud to be the #1 selling passenger car brand in America. We have 9 cars with at least 30 highway miles per gallon. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now get an 05 Cobalt Coupe or sedan for a Chevy employee discount price of $12,470 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
Another day with New All Cleans and Softens. Why should people wear uncomfortable clothes if they don't have to? Now with All, you can get your clothes softer while you wash them. Introducing new All Cleans and Softens. The cleaning power of All with fabric softener built in. All. Look on the bright side.
Tuesday, Comcast Sportsnet presents Orioles baseball. The O's take on the powerhouse Los Angeles Angels live at Camden Yards. Coverage starts at 6:30 and continues after the game with Orioles postgame live. The Angels and Orioles Tuesday, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Comcast Sportsnet presents Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers from the area's leading sports network. A live sports and news show covering every team, everywhere, every night. The only network with more sports coverage. See the difference. Watch Sports Night, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Cal Seniors Yard looking beautiful as always, as we are in the midst of the championship finale here on Comcast Sportsnet. Mexico and the United States, a team from Hawaii, scoreless. We are very, very pleased to be joined by one of the finest actresses.
Oh, thanks.
Of stage, screen, and now television too. Please say hello to Linda Carter. And Linda, we know you're a great baseball fan. We've seen you in Major League Parks. And,
yep.
But now here, the Cal Ripken World Series is always something special for you to make sure you attend, correct?
Well, you know, actually, this is my first time here, and it is. I'm so impressed with the facility, Cal. It is just. I didn't know what to expect, but I was just blown away. Your beautiful daughter took us around on a great tour, and it was just. Oh.
You thought I was lying about this place, didn't you?
Well, you know, I just figured it was, you know, business as normal. Lie. No, I knew. You know, I was around you when you were talking about looking for the stuff and breaking ground. Wow.
You better be ready, Linda. How is your fielding prowess? In case of foul ball, you've got to protect Cal and I.
Right.
Well, she threw okay down there. I was really worried about that.
Pitch was good. Yeah.
I didn't scout her before we allowed her to throw the first pitch out there.
I told Kelly, Cal's wife, that he was going to give me grief up here, and I knew he would, so it's all right.
So that counts?
That counts.
Well, we're in the bottom of the second, and this is Ryan Yemeni leading off for the United States national champion, the squad from Hawaii. Yemeni, the left-handed hitting center fielder. As we chat with Linda Carter, and that's popped up on the left side, and it is going to drop out of the glove of Gustavo Dominguez as Yemeni will beat that throw with a slide at second base. Dominguez coming on hard, but Cali couldn't hang on to the baseball.
Well, it was right there in between. I guess we called that a tweener, where the shortstop's going back in no man's land. It's a very difficult play for him. If the left fielder can call him off on that ball, the shortstop can veer out there and give him a little bit more room, but they didn't have enough time and didn't quite make the play. Big hustle play, though. Instead of being on first, he's on second base.
Yeah, that's going to be scored as a two-base hit now for Yemeni, and here is the home run hitter from yesterday. Linda, this young man here yesterday in the seventh inning hit a dramatic home run that gave Hawaii the win and got into this game.
I saw that play. I was watching. Whenever I see your name up there, Cal, it's a Cal Ripken. Well, I tune in.
That'll miss. Well, Linda, we mentioned you. Now, you came down from New York City. Of course, we're so used to seeing you. And we'll talk about a couple of the movie ventures you're involved in. But how do you enjoy doing TV in the Law & Order episode that you're currently shooting?
Well, it was a blast because I got to play a bad guy.
A
bad guy, but I mean a lovable bad guy. I'm a grifter, and I get set up, or I set myself up to take the blame for a murder that I did not commit. And you have to tune in to see whether or not I get convicted.
Okay, yeah, please don't give away the fine finale.
And actually, it's a crossover episode that from the same character that I played on an episode that plays on the 27th of September from SVU.
Okay.
A lovable bad guy?
Lovable. What else would I be?
Linda Carter, not only in that episode that you'll have to tune in to check out with Law and Order, but we mentioned a couple of films that are out this year. And we'll let Linda tell us about that. Now, are we in a reprisal of the Dukes of Hazzard in one of them?
Absolutely. That was
How much
so
fun
much
is
fun.
that?
Oh,
Yeah?
gosh, yeah. And for those fans of Super Trooper, it's the same group of guys that wrote it and directed it. So it is just a howl. It's so much fun. So much fun. Ooh, boy. Oh, it fell. Now, something I don't understand, Cal. Why is there such disparity between the size of these players?
And between who else?
Well, no, among them.
Oh.
Among the players.
Well, I mean, they're all growing at different sizes and shapes, and part of the kids that dominate sometimes are the ones that grow the fastest and throw the hardest. But my little guy's 12, and if you put him right in the middle of these guys, there's some guys out there that are bigger and stronger and quicker and faster, and then there's some guys that are much smaller. But baseball's a sport that allows everybody to play.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a giant to play this game. And,
well, they used to say that about shortstop, didn't they?
Well, that used to be the pee-wee position, right?
You changed all that.
Yeah, this is driven to right and deep, chasing back, reaching up, and not making the play is Orozco, and that's going to be the automatic two-base hit.
Ground rule double.
And that will put Hawaii on top. Yamani to the plate as Kalani Lagat Crawford with that booming double to deep right center.
Now, I don't understand why it's not a home run.
Well, the ball bounced over the fence. It's got to go all the way over the fence in the air.
Ah, I get it. Okay, that's for those of us that like watching young people play a sport but don't really know the rules.
Ground rule double. We discussed that in the ground rules. You know, the theme of this game is really, we were expecting a lot of strikeouts from Axel, and we've actually gotten the opposite.
Yep.
They're swinging the bats, they're putting the ball in play. I haven't looked at the scorecard lately, but it doesn't seem like he's punched out.
None.
Too many guys.
None yet.
And their hitters are going down, a lot by the strikeout.
Well, how about the last two at-bats for Kalani Lagat Crawford? Game-winning home run yesterday, and now that double. That puts his ball club on top as here's Jordan DePont. That's driven
right
to the gap at deep left center.
Now that was a good catch.
It was from Gustavo Dominguez, and he'll double up. Kalani Lagat Crawford with that throw behind Crawford that doubled him off second base. What a terrific play by Gustavo Dominguez.
He didn't make it?
He did not make it back to second base, no.
That's a very, very difficult play as a base runner. And I guess we're looking at the replay. The ball is a gapper, ball shot in the gap, and the left fielder's running over with a chance to catch the ball. The runner doesn't know what to do at second base. Doesn't know whether to tag up or whether to continue to run. The best thing he could do would be freeze right close to the base. But he jumped off of there, and Gustavo made a nice running catch with the strong arm, turns around and doubles him off of, and that's a big, big double play. Especially after a line drive there.
Yeah, you love the bat. We talked about this young man yesterday, Cash Kalohelani, with another bullet base hit. As it just seems like nothing but every time the young man steps to the plate, a line drive off his bat.
Well, it's obvious that Axel, doesn't have his real good stuff today, or the Hawaii team is just swinging the bats really well. It could be one or the other. Here comes Gustavo. This is their ace. He's pitched their way to the championship game. He didn't start the game because he threw 4 big innings yesterday.
I have a question. I noticed that they're all using these metal bats. Now, in Major League Baseball, aren't they all wooden?
No, they're metal. They just sound different.
Oh, they're not wooden?
No, they're wooden.
You're just so mean. God.
They're wooden
You
bats.
all thought that Cal Ripken was such a nice guy. Well, I am here to tell you, he is a grief master.
Be careful now.
Which one shuts her mic off?
Linda, let's a couple of days in advance, so be nice to a young gentleman who's going to celebrate some anniversary.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not sure
I heard
which.
about that.
Some anniversary of his 29th birthday coming up on Wednesday.
No, I thought it was. Oh, yeah.
I got a
right.
couple big dates coming up.
I think, well, I
I
think you've got a
turned
couple
29.
of big things happening. Your birthday.
Oh, so you're telling me it'll be the first anniversary of your 29th birthday then, huh?
That's right.
I
Yeah.
said some. Thank you for correcting me. That's
And
good.
he's got a big 10-year celebration coming
Sure
up.
does. He sure does indeed.
And that is something that I'm hoping to attend.
We didn't invite you yet?
No, I'm invited. Or it could sound like I was begging for a ticket, Cal, but I wouldn't do that to you.
No, we have a ticket all the time.
Well, we're delighted to be with Linda Carter. Hey, tell us about Sky High, too. Now, you told us about this.
Yeah, Sky High is just, you know, it's...
Shooting done with Sky High?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
it's out.
What,
Both of these
Sky High's
movies
come
are out,
Okay.
yeah. And as you know now, that the process with a lot of these movies is that the DVDs follow not so far after the,
Right.
you know, after the theatrical release. But Sky High, I play a Principal Powers, and I'm the principal of a high school for the children of superheroes.
Ah.
And it's a blast. That was so much fun to do. But I've got to say, those guys on the Dukes of Hazzard were really, really something. Those of you who haven't seen it, you got to go see it. The other thing, well, we'll talk about when there's a little break or change up. I'll tell you something else that is really fun that I'm doing.
I was just trying to find out how hard Gustavo was throwing the ball, because it looks really, really hard from this angle.
Do they have a meter?
Well, we have a radar gun. Sometimes we get good readings, sometimes we don't.
Why?
Sometimes the catcher blocks the pitch out, or the umpire blocks it out.
Chris Sakaguchi will roll that to first for Francisco Maturin, who takes care of Sakaguchi, but Linda Carter brings Hawaii good luck. They get a run on the board. Linda, delightful. Thank you for joining us.
Orioles fans, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield believes in the future of our children. And because of their commitment to kids, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to sponsor K's for Kids with the Baltimore Orioles and the American Cancer Society. For every strikeout thrown by an O's pitcher this season, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield will make a $25 donation to the American Cancer Society's Healthy Kids program. Congratulations to Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield on the K's for Kids program.
Hi, Marcia. Hello, David. Hi, James. Yeah, Bob's got a late meeting tonight. Your wife's got a late meeting tonight. Betsy has a late meeting tonight. Wanda? Hi, yeah, Marvin has a late meeting tonight? Sure. Okay, bye-bye.
Are you fan enough? Nobody does baseball better than Comcast Sportsnet. Catch the Orioles all season long. More games, more news, more passion.
Hi, honey. You don't have to pick me up. I'm working late.
Chevy's proud to have the best-selling full-size SUVs 5 years in a row. Like Suburban, ranked highest in initial quality. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them. With the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now, get an 05 Trailblazer LS 4-wheel drive for a Chevy employee discount price of $23,387 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
Great to have you part of it tonight. This Cal Ripken World Series Championship finale from Cal Seniors Yard in Aberdeen, Maryland, right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Hawaii with Kalani Lagat Crawford. Game-winning home run yesterday. Opposite field two-base hit. Here in the bottom of the second, he's on the mound as well and giving Hawaii the 1-0 lead. Of course, Hawaii, the United States National Division champion, as we head to inning number 3. Michael Regai with Bill Ripken, and we're pleased to be joined by a young man who is you're very familiar with, all of you here in Maryland, all of you that love the United States squads in Olympic competition, and that, of course, is 8-time Olympic gold medal winning Michael Phelps. Good to see you here at the Cal Ripken World Series, young man.
It's good to be here. First time out here. It's a pretty cool stadium, pretty cool venue.
Kind of like Camden Yards, huh?
Yeah, it is. It resembles.
A great resemblance indeed. We'll talk to Michael about all of his ventures here as we head to inning number 3. Now, this Mexican ball club, Bill, they have, how many times have they trailed in the last 20 games in a row that they've won here at in Aberdeen at your World Series?
I can remember one, and that was in the finals of last year. West Raleigh scored 2 runs in the top of the 6th to take a lead, only to give up 2 in the bottom of the 6th to lose the World Series to them. But a powerful club. They have been a powerful club. But right now, they do not seem to be as good as they were in the past 2 years. And Hawaii's enjoying this lead right now. Could have been an interesting last inning. It was an interesting last inning, and it could have been worse for Mexico. Great play, got a double play out of it, and kept it at a one-run lead.
That's right, Gustavo Dominguez. This is Manuel Paez leading off, but as we said, Michael Phelps in the booth with us. We're very much kind of certainly thrilled about you having an opportunity. You've got a documentary coming out.
I do.
Called Unfiltered. Now, how did all that come about that you decided to, in documentary fashion, denote a very young life that has taken place and with so much success?
Well, with swimming and all the opportunities I've had, I've been able to put out a documentary called Unfiltered with Ian Crocker, Olympic silver medalist in the 100 fly, and I've also put out a book. So in the short life so far, those two things. Right now we have our trailer on swimwiththestars.com, and we saw the premiere we had in Montreal at World Championships, and it's cool. I mean, it's just the inside out of swimming and sort of our life and what we do. So it's a neat look on things.
It's got to be amazing. Ray Orozco, the leadoff hitter, Bill, who has been the real table setter for this Mexican ball club.
The amazing part about this, the tide's been turned a little bit because the Mexican guys are going up there and trying to bunt. This is what we've seen typically from other teams running into Mexico's power pitching because they strike out. It looks like they're trying to put a little pressure on the Hawaiian defense.
Kalani Lagak Crawford has already struck out 7, and he shows no signs of letting up. I mean, he's got that adrenaline flowing, Bill, doing it with the bat, winning the game yesterday, putting his team on top here, and also just mesmerizing Mexico on the mound.
Well, you got to think yesterday's game-winning home run in the top of the 7th made him sleep very well and put him in very good spirits. And right now, his confidence looks like it's just riding high. He had a great at-bat last inning, trying to give himself up to move the runner over to third base. Got a pitch he could handle. He hits a ground rule double. And once again, there's the Crawford breaking ball, and another Mexican hitter walks back to the dugout.
All 8 hitters that have been retired have been via the strikeout route. So, Michael, you don't have any designs on grabbing a bat and wanting to go down and swing against this young man, do you?
Are you kidding me? I haven't picked up a bat in 7 years, probably.
That's bounced to short. That sweet glove of Timmy Arakawa will make the play and throw out Andre Alvarez. Hawaii with a 1-0 lead after 3. Michael Phelps, we appreciate you coming up. Thanks so much. Tremendous success.
Chevy's proud to be the #1 selling passenger car brand in America. We have 9 cars with at least 30 highway miles per gallon. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now get an 05 Malibu sedan with a Chevy employee discount price of $15,684 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
Edgar, that you'll take the voice of this lovely woman. This is Trump? And put it into this damn head. Why? To tell the world the benefits of Aflac with sex appeal. Brilliant, sir. I know. Now throw the switch.
If you're hurt and can't work, Aflac can help pay your bills with cash.
Genius! And her? Aflac!
Tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Coming at you, Michael Jenkins, Chick Hernandez.
Coming up on the show, baseball blasts off. We'll see if the Nationals could make any headway in the race for the wild card against the Mets.
Plus, the Orioles tried to squeeze out at least one win before they left Cleveland. Find out if they could.
And the Iron Man crowns this year's Little League champ. Will have full coverage from Aberdeen.
That is tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Comcast Sportsnet's presentation of this Cal Ripken World Series beat brought to you tonight by Donruss, past, present, and always. Also by Nike Baseball and the Nike Aero bats. They are the quickest bats in the game. By Whisk Laundry Detergent. Go ahead, get dirty. And by Aflac, ask about it at work. Well, we're very delighted you're a part of the Cal Ripken World Series, like that beautiful little lady from Hawaii, as her ball club, the United States, has taken a 1-0 lead over Mexico. This gorgeous young lady, of course, thrilled us all. A couple Olympics over. This is Dominique Dawes, the gold medal Olympic gymnast. Dominique, great to have you here, but I think Bill wants to talk a little baseball with you, first of all, with regard to the opening ceremonies tonight.
I have a great idea because I did a little research and I thought this was true, but our baselines down there on the baseball field are 4 inches wide.
Okay.
There's something in your world that's 4 inches wide, right?
Yeah.
And I watched you throw the first pitch to the wrong catcher today.
Yeah.
So next time we do this, I think you'll do a tumbling routine right down one of the lines and pretend it's the beam, and it's money.
I think that makes more sense. I actually did that when I was 16 years old with the Orioles game. So, yeah, the pitching isn't for me.
That's all right, though. I noticed you were a little confused because you walked all the way by the mound to third base, and they had to call you back to throw out the
They
first
told
pitch.
me to go towards the third base, and I don't know.
All right. That's okay, though, because the way you tumble, you don't have to throw.
Yeah.
This is Timmy Arakawa, the young left-handed hitting shortstop, leading off. And, of course, Dominique, one of us right here from the state of Maryland, and, of course, Silver Spring, right?
Yes, Silver Spring, and it's really good to be down here in Aberdeen. Nice little hour-and-a-half trip from my home.
You attended the University of Maryland. You know, obviously, all of the thrills and Olympic competition notwithstanding, but you're involved in something right now as president of the Women's Sports Federation. How did you get involved with that, and what opportunities is that giving you young female athletes?
Well, I've been involved with the Women's Sports Foundation since I was about 15 years old after my first Olympics in Barcelona, Spain, and currently I'm the president of the organization. And what they do is they usually have current champion athletes that are very involved with the organization become presidents for about 2 years. And with that, I travel around, I promote the programs that we have that reach out to young girls to get them physically fit and active and acclimated to different sports. And I just love being a part of the organization. It's based in New York and run by a wonderful woman, Donna Lopiano.
Sounds like it's very self-rewarding, satisfying, and you're giving something to the young female athletes.
It is because, you know, I was introduced to the sport when I was about 6 years old. My mom kind of threw me in the gym, and I lasted in it till I was about 23. So I just want to make sure that other young girls get that opportunity to get introduced to a sport as well.
Of course, everybody thinks about you in 1996, though the Olympics there. And is that something 9 years down the road? Are you still talking about a great deal and answering a lot of questions to young female athletes about?
I am, to young female as well as to young male athletes. They are very curious to know how I was able to achieve my Olympic achievements. And I personally don't speak about it in my personal life, but people are very interested just really to hear about the dedication and the commitment and the sacrifice that it takes to make it to an Olympic competition.
You followed it up again, went again, though, in 2000, right?
Yes, I was at the ripe old age of 23. It was very difficult, but I had wonderful supporters around me. My coach, Kelly Hill, has been there for me through thick and thin. I have great friends and family members that were really supportive. But it was a great way to end off my career, but no medal, but it was a good way to end it.
How does that sound, right, Bill? Ripe old age
Ripe
of 23,
old age
huh?
of 23, right.
Yeah, that's beautiful, huh?
I thought I did okay. I stopped playing when I was 33. And people say, well, I was young. Look at this.
Yeah, no question about it.
I think it's interesting right now to actually comment. It's the third inning, and the first punch-out recorded by the Mexican pitching staff has happened in this inning. And for a team that has dominated this World Series with punch-outs and after punch-out, as we said in the open, this Hawaii team is not intimidated. They're going to go up there and swing the bats, and if it wasn't for a great play, this could be more than a one-run lead for Hawaii right now.
And they got their one in the second inning on that opposite field RBI double from Kalani Lagak Crawford. Well, Dominique almost had a chance to make a play.
I almost caught that.
You almost had a chance to make a play. You know, you mentioned 92, 96, 2000. What were the biggest differences that you experienced in going? You know, we're talking about an 8-year span here.
Yes.
So you were 15, right, in 92?
15 for my first Olympics. I think the biggest thing was just my maturity level and experience in the sport. I knew what it was going to take commitment-wise, psychologically, just the amount of time that I was going to need to have in the gym, and really the right mindset going into an Olympic competition or a world competition. So I would have to say that, you know, there was definitely no favorite. Even though I won gold in 96 and that, you know, topped off a great competitive career for me with my teammates, I would have to say that 2000 was very special, and I was able to gain a lot of knowledge and experience from that one as well.
Sure. Gavin Okeda, Bill, had to duck underneath that pitch from Gustavo Dominguez, and he's aboard now with just one out walk.
Tell you what, this is 2 in a row, 3-2 counts on hitters, and this is a little bit unfamiliar to the Mexican pitching staff as well, and certainly Gustavo. The first guy punched out, but still do a job and made him throw some pitches, and once again, another 6-pitch, 7-pitch at bat, and now you got the man, QB Doobie Doo, that's up at home plate. the hottest hitter in the World Series.
Bill likes singing that song, Dominique.
Yeah, I can tell.
As QB Meyer looks at a called strike. All right, though, just for physically, were you better in terms of your routines? Were you better in 1992 at 15 or in 2023?
I was better in 96 at the ripe old age of 19 in my sport. Actually, we're considered old at the age of 17. Once you graduate from high school, the normal career span of a gymnast ends going into college, and you usually don't strive for an Olympic achievement after that. So I would have to say I was in my best shape at 19, not only physically but also psychologically, and that's a big part of the sport of gymnastics.
So at 23, you're sitting around some 16-year-olds, right? When you're over there?
I'm sitting around with 16-years, yeah.
Yes.
I was considered the grandma of the team.
Right.
And
I wasn't going to say grandma.
Yeah.
But certainly the mature one that's over there. And do you watch him and go, man, was I that dumb? Did you ever do that?
You know, I think I woke up one day and I was like, what am I doing? But, you know, it's so fulfilling. I mean, you're representing your country. It's an honor to be there. You're an ambassador for your sport. And so there's really nothing else like that in the world that I'm going to feel again. I'm not going to train for another Olympic Games. I'm not going to be competing in any other sport. So, I mean, there were times where I did wake up and I was like, what am I doing? But it was great to be the grandmother and kind of give them words of wisdom.
The grandmother at 23. Wonderful. QB Meyer reaching out and popping it up for second baseman Andres Alvarez to put away for out number 2. Would you like to get into the day-to-day, I'm going to use the word grind, and you know, please forgive me that, but the day-to-day grind of coaching?
I do coaching right now. I offer private lessons at the Prince George's Sports and Learning Center right next to FedEx Field, and I just offer those on Sundays to young gymnasts from the beginning level of class level to level 4 to the highest level there is. So I enjoy it, but the private lessons is for me right now, not full-time yet.
Okay. We're going to have a pinch hitter. This is Joe Yacoy coming up to the plate to face Gustavo Dominguez. And Joe Yacoy at all of about 4'11" tall, facing this fastball. So Dominique, look at the size of this young man that's standing at home plate with a bat in his hand, trying to hit this hard-throwing fastball of this Mexican right-hander.
He's 4'11".
4'11".
He could be a gymnast.
I was 4'9" and a half for my first Olympics, so yeah, I go around that size.
So, when Dominique, since you're a winter sport in gymnastics and we have this fine youth complex up here, we're kind of wondering what to do. If the Dominique Dawes Gymnastics Center could go out there in center field a little bit.
I could see that working.
That'd be a nice little overlook to our field.
That definitely would. That definitely would.
From Silver Spring to Aberdeen and all points in between.
That'll
maybe?
work.
Yeah.
I am actually looking at different areas to possibly open a gym, so you never know.
We're speaking with Dominique Dawes, the outstanding three-time Olympian in gymnastics and now the president of the Women's Sports Foundation. And I can tell you're very thrilled about that as well, too.
Yeah, I enjoy working with them.
Young Joe Yacoy got a piece of that. As that's a foul ball that'll keep this count at 1-2. Hawaii with a 1-0 lead here as we play in the bottom of the third. Well, Dominique, a lot of people have talked with regard to Cal Ripken Division Baseball, Little League Baseball, about it's maybe putting too much pressure on young athletes. You certainly went through that. How do you feel about that in that regard?
You know, it depends on the individual, and it also depends upon their support system. And I think if the child has a good support system, either at home or through other positive parents in their life or coaches, I think that's going to help them be able to sustain the pressure and use it to their advantage.
Well, struck about at the 3-2 pitch. Dominique Dawes, a distinct pleasure to have you up here. Thanks so much for your time. All the best of success with everything you do. So we're through 3 innings. United States squad from Hawaii on top of Mexico, 1-0.
Do you want to learn the same training techniques that propelled 2 brothers in their successful baseball careers? Bill and Cal Ripken Jr. have perfected a method of instruction for youth players, and now it's available on this all-new video, Hitting the Ripken Way. Learn the same fundamental techniques Cal Jr. used to record more than 400 home runs and more than 3,000 hits. Unlock your true potential as a hitter with proven drills. So call or log on now to get Hitting the Ripken Way for only $29.99. Order now and we'll also send you Defense the Ripken Way. Discover proven fundamental techniques, double plays, the underhand flip, backhands, and much more. Plus, Bill and Cal Jr. reveal their 4 key fundamental principles. These videos are a must-have for youth players, coaches, and parents.
You will get better. I promise.
You get hitting and defense the Ripken way. That's right, 2 incredible DVDs or 2 VHS tapes for only $29.99. This special television offer is not available in stores, and your satisfaction is guaranteed.
Oh, that is nice!
To order, call the number on your screen or log on to ripkentv.com.
Hi, Bob Ehrlich, Governor of Maryland. My wife Kendall, my son Drew. Doing yard work on your day off is just plain wrong. What do you say you visit Maryland and have a real day off?
We'll finish this.
For lots of fun trip ideas, go to visitmaryland.org or call 1-866-MD-WELCOME, extension 55 for a free travel guide. Maryland. Seize the day off.
They do this every weekend.
This Hawaiian squad represented the United States, fellas. They have rode both the arm and the bat of Kalani Lagak Crawford. He's been brilliant.
He hasn't been bad. You know, pitching the way he's doing, riding that big home run he hit yesterday, and then driving in the only run of the ball game right there. Throwing the ball extremely well and looking very comfortable at home plate.
He's a curveball master.
It looks that way.
Absolutely. He sets up, that's his whole game. He's got the Mexican team thinking about the curveball, and then he'll be able to sneak that fastball in there. It's exactly the opposite. All the Ks against the Mexican team, I thought for sure it would be the opposite. But the Hawaii team certainly is coming out swinging the bat. But did you guys talk about it when I was gone? Is that all that loud sounds off the aluminum bat has only resulted in 1 run.
Right.
That's right.
They were pinning their ears back and putting some pretty good swings out there on Axel. They made the move to go get Gustavo to try to stop that. But the Hawaiian team, as we've said many times, wasn't going to be intimidated by this Mexican fastball pitching team.
I would move to inning number 4. This could be a turning point, fellas. This Mexican ball club with their 3, 4, and 5 in the order up. Gustavo Dominguez, Ephraim Gutierrez, and Christian Martinez. So this is the heavy aluminum in the middle of the lineup against, second time around, too, against the breaking ball of that young man, Kalani Lagak Crawford. He's fanned 8 of the 9 outs that he's recorded here in the first 3 innings.
And if you remember last at bat, Dominguez hit a first pitch breaking ball, and Crawford went back to a first pitch fastball this time and kept it with a fastball to strike him out on 3 pitches.
And this is an absolutely scintillating performance from Kalani Lagak Crawford as he fans Gustavo Dominguez for strikeout number 9.
Once again, the amazing part about these kids are 12 years old, catchers are moving in and out, and pitchers are hitting spots. And it's just amazing to see this command from 12-year-old kids.
We don't see that all the time at the big league level.
No, you don't.
Did you guys talk about also, I was over in the other booth, Ryan Cortez was pinch hit for.
Before he ever got to the plate, the number 9 hitter.
No, but Ryan Cortez is the number 4, the big bopper in Hawaii's lineup. And last inning he was pinch hit.
Joe Yokoi, yes.
We had
yes,
2 pretty good guests over here, and we missed that one.
But and the word just came back from the coach down there that they wanted to get everybody a chance in the bat. Right. How many times do you see someone pinch hit for your number 4 guy?
Number 4 hole hitter.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember yesterday when talking with the Hawaii coaches during the game, they said we're already winners.
That's right.
They were playing a great game against Lexington, Kentucky. It was 0-0, and it could have been high pressure and stuff like that going on, and it wasn't. They said, my kids are already winners. I told them to enjoy it and have a good time, enjoy this experience.
And we had a chance to chat with both Gerald Oda, the manager, and his coaches, Keith Oda, and staff Kujimoto. As there you look at Gerald Oda, the manager of the Hawaiian squad. What delightful guys. Just smiles on their faces and just thrilled for their kids, wanting them to just sink in every moment. They got here at about 3:30 this afternoon, so they could get a chance to go down and hit in the cages and just sit in the dugout, drink everything in, and talk about what their experience is going to be, Cal.
Well, again, you look at the smiling faces right there. I mean, they are enjoying this moment. I'm now, granted, if it was 1-0 or 2-0 them losing, you might not see as many smiling faces in there. But they've thoroughly enjoyed this experience. And one of the things that we talk to the coaches about and the kids about is, hey, look, we want you to come here, open yourself up, enjoy the experience. Don't make it all about, trying to win in the end.
Blowing that fastball right by Ephraim Gutierrez as Kalani, Legak, Crawford. The K's just continue to pile up.
I was actually going to say this is like the first 3-2 count he's reached, and I wonder if he was feeling any fatigue. And he might have came back with his best fastball right there and just blew him away. It's unbelievable, the resiliency that he seems to be showing. And this is such a turn of the tide. The Mexican guys are walking back to the dugout, which they normally make the other team do when they're pitching.
He struck out the side in the first. He fanned the side in the second. And he fanned 2 of the 3 hitters he faced in the third. And the first 2 hitters, Dominguez and Gutierrez, here in the fourth. Only Andre Alvarez, with that ground ball to short to end the third, has put the ball in play against Legak Crawford.
Well, you would think, again, the second time around, you start to make an adjustment. In the big league level, if you have a third at bat off that starting pitcher, you've got a good idea what his breaking ball's doing, where his fastball is going, and you have a good game plan. But right here, it seems like the second time around, right through the middle of that lineup, he's actually using his fastball a little bit more. Maybe they're looking for that breaking ball a little more.
It's fouled straight back as Legak Crawford tries to work his way back in the count at 2-1. Christian Martinez, who got caught looking his first turn at the plate. We've been kind of, Hawaii has, won a game 12-0, 10-0, and 8-1 during the course of this Cal Ripken World Series, but they are no slouches on the mound either. Ooh. Did that get a piece of Christian Martinez?
I think he's calling foul ball.
Yeah, I think I heard the sweet sound of the aluminum. Sound a little bit like foul ball to me.
And it's a different thing too, because we noted the fact that they've blown some people out, and here's the replay. As you can see, it did tick the bat. They've blown some people out in this World Series, but just 24 hours ago they won that 1-0 thriller against Lexington. So they proved they could execute on the defensive side and win a close ball game.
Well, that count level's at 2-2 now. Got Crawford ready to go. Took a little something off there, went off speed, and Christian Martinez had the presence of mind to lay off that.
They're working the counts. You're starting to see the counts go to 3-2, go to full count. So they're laying off that breaking ball. So they're getting a better look at it. Christian has a 4.62 average here. He's taking some good swings to this point.
We'll see how he responds to this 3-2.
Payoff pitch that missed downstairs. Well, that home plate umpire, Rick Garzillo, to look that over real closely.
And Rick's been here before. He's Babe Ruth's the best. He comes here and he umpires the championship game for us. He was here last year and does a fine job behind home plate. First free pass. Hawaii's been bitten a little bit in this World Series by giving up more walks than the other teams that reach to the semis and certainly Mexico, but certainly haven't done the free pass lately.
Here's a young man that's got long ball power presence at the plate. Carlos Islava. We mentioned it a couple of times. Cal, there have been some shots that we've seen the last 3 days, but you and I witnessed this young man go the opposite way with that ringing 2-run opposite field home run off Cal Senior's yard scoreboard in deep right center on Friday.
Absolutely, and the ball jumped off the bat. You had it going out right away. I was a little bit more skeptical. But when you look out here at this ballpark, the biggest difference probably if you're comparing us to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, 263 is a long way out there to straightaway center. The gaps are long and big, and in order to hit a ball the opposite way and hit it that far, you got to have some juice. You got to have some power, and he certainly does right here. One swing of the bat could change this game.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm glad you brought that up because I really feel that you legitimize the game and kind of equal the playing field a little bit with these distances, and I really mean that. You brought up Williamsport. Cal, I think that's a little bit too close for my liking in terms of the outfield dimensions.
There's certainly some fundamental truths in baseball that you look at. The 205, if you're starting to see a guy fooled and his butt's out away from the bat, and he hits the ball, and the trajectory of the ball seems to go up, and it ends up going out the opposite field or the center field. That's a little too short.
Yep.
The guys are bigger and stronger now. I mean, they're bigger than when Billy and I played youth baseball. And certainly they have the power and the ability to hit the 263. I love the gappers. I love the triple. Even though I didn't hit too many of them, I still love them. But the game, there's certain fundamental things that need to take place. If a line drive hits the left center field and hits the wall, it should not be a single. It should be a double.
I think watching right here, Crawford seems to be tiring a little bit. He's looking into the dugout for some answers a little bit, as well as Hawaii has swung the bat. As many balls as they've hit on the buttons, they're only winning 1-0. And this is a big out for Crawford right here.
3-1 to Eslava. Ooh, he had a good hack. It looked like that pitch kind of hung out over the plate for Eslava to really take the good rip at.
Well, the 3-1 pitch, many players I played with used to say that was a free spin, a free swing. So you could take a chance a little bit, look for a fastball in your zone, get it going, and get the bat head out. And he certainly did.
Let's take a look at the pitch count here, guys. 39 have been in the strike zone. This will be pitch number 55 from Lagat Crawford. That's breaking ball, misses high. And here's Mexico's opportunity. We said this might be second time around. This might be an inning that would really test Lagat Crawford, and it's turned out to be that with the back-to-back walks to Martinez and Eslava.
Well, 3-2 breaking ball. And 54 pitches, isn't a lot of pitches at this stage of the game. I mean, he's been ahead. He's been aggressive. For a strikeout pitcher, you're going to get a lot more pitches than someone hitting the first pitch or the second pitch.
Fourth member of our telecast team, hard at work down by that Hawaii dugout. Let's check in with Brent Harris. Brent, what do you have?
Guys, the theme in the Hawaii dugout has been keep it positive. You'll notice whether a player strikes out or gets a base hit, he gets the same high five. Talking with the assistant coach, Keith Oda, just a few moments ago, he walked by and he gave me a big smile and said, "This is so much fun." I will tell you guys, that has rubbed off onto his players because they all have smiles on their faces. They all seem thrilled just to be out there playing tonight.
I think it's going to be a little bit more fun if Crawford can figure a way to get out of this inning for him.
Ooh, good swing.
And with the 3-2 counts and the walks and everything else, it's pretty interesting. It looks like he's laboring a little bit. I'm interested to see what the manager said to him right there. Can you give me one more out? Can you clutch up, take a little break, give me this out, get me out of this inning?
Billy's only given up the one base hit, and this is the young man at the plate that touched him up for that ringing double to the corner and left, Francisco Maturin. Had a pretty good rip at that breaking ball. Looked like he was right on it, Cal.
Both pitches he had really good swings at. Again, he hit the breaking ball down the line, and he went up there thinking, I've taken the breaking ball away from him. Let me take a good swing at that fastball. Then he had a good swing at the fastball, went right back to the breaking ball. So he's down 0-2, but he looks pretty hitterish for an 0-2 count.
What's that word, hitterish?
High fastball.
Got it! Kalani, Lagat Crawford going to the gas. Some wall-to-wall heat on that 0-2 pitch as he winds up fanning the side by freezing Francisco Maturin looking. Mexico strands a couple, and we're through 3.5 here at Cal Seniors Yard. Let's honor America, shall we? With this rendition, saxophone
rise for the playing
of God Bless America before the close to 5,000 here at Cal Seniors Yard in Aberdeen.
Make sure you aren't the only one not sporting a Cal Ripken Iron Spirit wristband this summer. Iron Spirit wristbands are on sale now for $2 each and are helping to raise money for 2 great charities. the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, and the Packard Center for ALS Research at Johns Hopkins. Thanks to our sponsor, Benalogic, 100% of the money raised will go to charity. Buy your wristbands today at CVS stores in the Baltimore-Washington metro area. If you're outside the Baltimore area, visit www.ripkenfoundation.org.
Stars have in store for you? Grab your cell phone and send a text message, sign 11, to number 43333 and get your personal horoscope daily on your cell phone. Grab your cell phone and send the text message, sign 11, to number 43333. All answers to your questions about love, money, relationships, and personal happiness are at your fingertips. Send the text message, sign 11, to number 43333 and find out daily what's written in the stars for you.
John and Mary are always together. Sophie and Larry more in love than ever. But how did they meet? With SMS Genie. It's simple. Just grab your cell phone and text D11 and send it to phone number 40200. Just text D11 and send it to 40200. And before you know it, you'll be listening to messages from thousands of members in your area. Get your first 10 messages at no cost to you. That's right. Pick up your cell phone and text D11 and send it to 40200 and get your first 10 messages at no cost for all major cell phone carriers.
Well, as we depicted coming on the air tonight here at Comcast Sportsnet, Cal Senior's Yard, brimming with enthusiasm. How about you guys? Baseball families out enjoying mom, dad, and the kids enjoying the Cal Ripken World Series Championship finale. That's why the game of baseball is still the best game going for the youth of America.
Perfect little family, and this environment here that has way more intimacy than even our beautiful ballpark over there for the minor league Ironbirds. The grass out there, people flowing all the way around, kids playing baseball behind the grandstands here. It looks great.
Well, that's Gerald Oda, the manager of Hawaii, as you see him in conversation with the home plate umpire Rick Garzillo. So obviously we are going to get some substitutions coming, and
smiles again.
Yep.
Smiles all around.
We're not quite where we were yesterday, though, with those. I think we had 4,617 substitutions.
Yeah, the strategies are a little bit less today.
Yeah.
Well, Gerald Oda is, as we said, he is going to let every young man on his roster get the experience of being under the lights here at Cal Senior's Yard and going up to the plate to swing the bat in a World Series finale competition.
You know, it's funny, too, because kid might not have that many at-bats. He goes, I got to go face him? Yeah. I'm going to go up there? But
Mariano Rivera Jr. out on the mound here.
But he ran right up there. He's going to have smiles on his face after this at-bat, I'll guarantee it.
Yeah, and this young man is Dylan Gatto. Gatto, I like him. He's sporting the sweatbands. He's got the wristbands working. He's got that protection on that front hitting arm. He's ready to go up and look like a big leaguer taking these cuts.
Yeah, I have him for one official at bat. They walked him 3 times, and in that one official at bat, he struck out.
He's a small strike zone right there.
The 0-2 pitch, and that's going to miss downstairs from Gustavo Dominguez. And if you weren't around throughout the course of this week and yesterday, this young man right here has been the most dominant flamethrower in this Cal Ripken World Series.
That last pitch, we would say in baseball, it was a good take. I don't know if it was by him, but it was a good take.
Well, Gatto struck out swinging there by Gustavo Dominguez. All right, let's check in down at that Hawaii dugout with manager Gerald Oda, and that, of course, means it's Brent Harris time. Brent?
Thank you, Michael. And Skip, you made a few substitutions in this inning, a couple of pitch hitters coming up.
Yeah, you know, we promised the kids that, you know, whatever happens, we wanted everyone to at least experience one at-bat in a championship game. It's not, you know, it's only going to happen once in our lifetime. So we promised them, and we want the kids to enjoy this moment right now.
Kalani Lagat Crawford has been awesome tonight, both on the mound and at the plate. What a performance he's given your squad.
Yeah, especially that last inning. And when I walked out there, I just told him, give me this one bat. Give us this one bat, and you're done for the night. And he did a fantastic job. Pure guts, and you know, we can't ask for more. 1-0 in the 4th inning.
Kubi Meyer was just warming up. Will we see him?
We'll see. You know, I'm leaving it up to him. He wanted to throw the ball, see how he feels. He told him I want to relax, and then we're going to go with Jordan DuPont this next inning.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Gerald Oda, and guys, he's got to feel good with a 1-zip lead right now in the 4th inning.
And also making sure, as we said, what a terrific gesture from this manager. I was just absolutely delighted in my conversation with him before the game. Couldn't stop smiling. We chatted for about 5 minutes with regard to his team's defensive play yesterday. And why not? Letting these kids get the experience as Gustavo Dominguez will strike out Jake Fujimoto swinging.
Did he say that QB wasn't coming in the game?
It's Jordan DuPont.
Jordan's coming in.
Warming up down in the bullpen.
He said he was leaving it up to QB to see how he feels. He wanted to go down there and throw the ball. Not so sure if QB came back and said, I can or I can't. He's having a little conversation with him right now as they look down there.
This is our third consecutive pinch hitter. This is Wilkins Cato, who's had a couple of base hits in 4 at-bats. So 3 straight pinch hitters, Dylan Gatto, Jake Fujimoto, and now Wilkins Cato here in a 1-0 game in the bottom of the 4th.
I think this coach seems to have it in the right perspective. We talked about pressure and situations and putting pressure on kids to win a game. And here you have a manager that is certainly willing to run everybody out there on his lineup to get an at-bat in the World Series in a 1-0 game.
Gustavo Dominguez, he sees the line of pinch hitters heading to the plate, and he's just going with the gas.
And they're all pretty good swings. I think they're just a tad bit tardy on this because they're probably not used to seeing this fastball coming in at 77, 78 miles an hour.
Dominguez will fan the side as he strikes out all 3 pinch hitters swinging. So we're going to inning number 5. Don't go anywhere. Can Hawaii hang on to their 1?
Chevy's proud to have the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And Suburban, ranked highest in initial quality. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now get an 05 Silverado regular cab work truck 2-wheel drive for a Chevy employee discount price of $13,930 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
Hey. Whew. Yeah. You look relaxed for somebody in your condition.
It's because I have Aflac.
What do you mean?
Well, when I'm hurt and miss work,
Aflac gives me cash to help pay bills. My health insurance doesn't. You mean like car payments?
Mm-hmm.
Electric bills?
Mm-hmm.
Or the rent?
Yep.
Huh.
Even food. Chinese is here.
Great. I love duck.
Aflac. Ask about it at work. Tuesday, Comcast Sportsnet presents Orioles baseball. The O's take on the powerhouse Los Angeles Angels live at Camden Yards. Coverage starts at 6:30 and continues after the game with Orioles postgame live. The Angels and Orioles Tuesday, only on Comcast Sportsnet. Make the connection. Log on to ComcastSportsNet.com. More than just scores and schedules, now with video, highlights, interviews, and exclusive features. The local sports world on your desktop. On air, online, all the time. ComcastSportsNet.com.
Well, what a wonderful tournament this has been. The Cal Ripken World Series. Concession workers hard at work in this beautiful baseball venue, Cal Seniors Yard, here in Aberdeen, Maryland. Hope you're enjoying it tonight alongside, I call them the founding fathers of Ripken baseball yesterday, and that they are Cal Jr. along with his brother Billy. I'm Michael Regai, and that young man right there, Kalani Lecoq Jordan, Crawford rather, excuse me, has now moved out into the outfield, and he's going to be stationed in right field now. And so Gerald Oda got 4 innings, Bill, as you thought would be the case. And now Jordan DuPont comes on, who's been very strong with a save in his 7 innings of work here in the World Series.
Well, you can't say enough about Crawford's performance. I mean, that's as gutsy as you've seen it. He wasn't blessed with the fastball that some of the other guys were, but he mixed his breaking ball in, gave Team Hawaii 4 solid innings of no-run baseball. You can't say enough about that performance. I think this is the time when we're going to start seeing all our moves being made. We're in the 5th inning, and if we go back to yesterday and we've got a pinch hitter coming up, we've got people moving positions. You go here, you go here, you pitch one, you come in. It's going to get interesting.
Well, QB Meyer is on the mound offering encouragement to Jordan DuPont. Now he's moving back. Will we see, with a 1-0 lead, QB Meyer in inning number 6?
I wonder if QB said, come on, give me these 3 outs and let me come in.
Jordan DuPont dealing that called strike. This is Juan Leal, the pinch hitter for the Mexican national squad. And remember, we've talked about it a lot in the last 2 days. This Mexican national team, folks, has never lost a game during this Cal Ripken World Series play in 3 years. Leala put that bunt down. It's a good one, but look at Meyer let that baseball kick off that chalk and into foul territory. He knows the game, Cal.
Absolutely. He comes in, knows he has no play. Such a good bunt. It's staying on the line. See, we don't have our lines angled in.
No.
So he knew that he had no chance, and the only chance that he had was to let the ball go foul.
And as we talked with Dominic Gauze, that's a 4-inch line, same width as a balance beam, Junior.
I didn't know that.
That's bounced to third. Ryan Cortez will play that short hop, and QB Meyer was able to stay on the bag to flag down that high throw from Cortez.
I tell you right there, as good as QB's been right here, he almost made a little bit of a faux pas right there. He stretched too soon, and that's one of the Cardinals' sins. He went out there to get the ball too quick and came really close to coming off that bag. If he would have waited a little bit longer and read the throw and just went up the ladder, he wouldn't have been near coming off that bag.
He's an awful big target to throw to, though.
Ryan Cortez at third base. He handled that short hop, Cal, in front of the bag, and was able to use the height of QB Meyer to help him out on his throw.
Well, again, defensively, and we keep saying this every time we see a play here in the last couple of days, is that these kids make all the plays. They're very comfortable at gathering themselves and making a good throw to first base. And that play was not as easy as he made it look.
No, he made it look very easy. And just along that same point, after a punch out, watch the guys throw the ball around the infield. They're doing it on the run, hitting people on the move, and they do it effortlessly and make it look easy.
This is Manuel Paez, and that's the way I see it on the run, especially middle infield play, being taught in the Ripken baseball videos and DVDs that I've been watching over the course of this baseball season.
We're all over the place, aren't we?
Yes, you are. You are mega stars in every form of media. Breaking ball that fans Manuel Paez as Jordan DuPont has come on and gotten the two first hitters he's faced. Let's take a look at our whisk game summary. And guys, this has all been about Kalani Lagak Crawford here for Hawaii, the pitching hero on the mound and the hitting hero at the plate.
He's been the dominant force in this game. He drove in the only run. He punched out 11 people while he's out there on the mound. He's taken matters into his own hands so far in this game.
11 Ks, 11 punch-outs, 5 innings.
That's going to get Ray Orozco to the plate, the leadoff hitter for Mexico. That was Mexico that came in here tonight holding the opposition. Orozco with a towering fly ball to center, but tracking it to put it away. Ryan Yemeni. We're through 4.5. Is Hawaii just one inning away from ending the reign of Mexico?
Chevy's proud to have the best-selling full-size SUVs 5 years in a row. Like Suburban, ranked highest in initial quality. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them. With the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now, get an 05 Trailblazer LS 4-wheel drive for a Chevy employee discount price of $23,387 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
At Geico.com, you can handle all your car insurance needs online. It's so easy, a caveman could do it. Seriously, we apologize. We had no idea you guys were still around.
Yeah, next time maybe do a little research.
Gentlemen, are we ready to order?
I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa. I don't have much of an appetite, thank you.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
To get out of credit card debt. By making only minimum payments on your $10,000 credit card debt, it could take you more than 30 years and cost you thousands more in interest. Or you can call 800 Credit Card Debt and learn about the options to reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. We can even recommend ways to eliminate your entire credit card debt.
Call right now for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. Call 800-582-1289.
As we're back at Cal Senior's Yard now, there, ladies and gentlemen, that is the real star of Ripken baseball. The lovely mother of Cal and Billy, of course, Vi Ripken.
Do you know the best part about that? We made her wear a credential. we wouldn't let her in.
You weren't letting her in.
We wouldn't let her in. She's got a credential around her neck.
She's official, no question about
that. And she's very comfortable in her lawn chair down the third baseline. That's where she always sat when she watched us play.
Guys, before we start this, Sidney, we talked so much about the influence of your father, but how instrumental has Mom Vi been in not only your upbringing, but turning you into the fine gentleman that you have become?
Well, I think that Mom a lot of times was Mom and Dad. Dad traveled around and went to spring training. The kids were left at home with Mom, and she's certainly a strong lady because to be left alone with the four of us when we were growing up, she had to be a strong lady. So she played both roles sometimes.
She raised us, with obviously with Dad's help, but she was the one that took us to the game. She was the one that put her arm around us when we didn't do too well, and she was the one that celebrated with us when we did.
So she was as much of a coach as Senior was. Am I correct in that statement?
I remember one time I called home from Double-A, and I was struggling, and I said something. I said, I'm talking. She goes, well, what's wrong? And I said something. She goes, well, would you think about trying this? And I go, put Dad on the phone. Dad gets on and says the exact same thing. So, yeah, Mom has a little knowledge of baseball because she heard it talked about an awful lot, and she watched and she saw things. And as Cal said, that lawn chair she's sitting in, she took us almost to every game out there, whatever sport it was, and you could see Mom over there in the lawn chair.
Sure. Delightful lady. Got to know your mother during my years doing the Orioles. And a bigger baseball fan will not be found anywhere. Good to have Vi Ripken here as Cash Kalihomeini just struck out swinging to open up the bottom of the fifth for Hawaii against Gustavo Dominguez. His job, Dominguez, to hold it right here to try to give Mexico a shot in inning number 6.
His job is exactly that. We cannot let them have another run right here. We need to see what's happening.
There's QB.
We're going to go down and take a look at that bullpen as that bunt is put down by Quinzon, and that throw will get him. Bouncing out from behind the plate, Carlos Eslava that gunned down the hitter.
I thought it was Gustavo that came over, showed off his athleticism.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, you are correct.
A quick little pop to first base.
Not much room to make that throw either. And the composure, once again, on a play right there where panic could set in, he picked the ball up, made sure he had it, made a nice little dart-like throw, records the out.
There's the shortstop, Timmy Arakawa. I'm delighted in his defensive work, especially yesterday with 2 big plays that helped preserve the 1-0. What turned out to be, and at the time, a scoreless game. Arakawa made a diving play with full extension at short, and then made a great throw to the plate to cut down the would-be go-ahead run.
Gustavo dropped a little sidearm down there. We haven't seen that too often out of this guy.
And the ball movement handcuffed the catcher.
Right.
I mean, I guess maybe he wasn't expecting it either.
It's not fair enough. He got thumb on the catcher. That was a game me and Junior played when we were warming up before infield or something. There's a certain area that you can throw and handcuff somebody, and when you get them right, we'd sit on the other end and kind of move our thumb up and down, say thumb. We thought it was kind of funny when you could damage somebody, but
Carlos doesn't think it's funny.
No,
right now.
Truly, when some kid like this is throwing this hard, dropped down a little bit and had a little sail on that ball, you bend that thumb backwards a little bit, it doesn't feel too good.
That's exactly what they're looking at, is the thumb.
As Carlos Eslava gets attended to by the athletic training staff here at the Ripken World Series. We talked about a moment ago now. He has since come into the dugout, but yet QB Meyer was warming up.
Might have split the end of his finger. His thumb, I mean.
Yeah, it looks like we got another guy putting on the gear. It looks like he might be done.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Let's go back and take a peek.
Here's that angle. Look how he dropped down. Oh, hit right off the thumb. Didn't get much center of that glove on that.
And that's usually because of late movement. Right. Whether it sails or whether it sinks. In that particular case, it's dropping down. It probably sunk. He was anticipating, Carlos was anticipating the ball coming in a little higher.
And we're going to see Bernardo Mendoza put on the gear and go behind the plate. Here's Mendoza, who will take over for the injured Carlos Eslava. Mendoza now will receive a couple of tosses from Gustavo Dominguez here.
I tell you what, it's not much fun squatting behind home plate. Being the utility player towards the end of my career, you're sitting there on the bench, the catcher makes the last out, everybody's looking, we need a catcher. And you got to run out there with that catcher's glove on, and somebody like John Wetland's coming in and throwing, and you're going, this is no fun.
Would you put the mask on too to take the warm-up tosses?
Oh, that's no fun right there. No. First pitch, not much leather all the way to the backstop. I don't think I took the mask out the first few times, and then I started taking it out there.
Yeah. It takes a special guy to go behind the plate. It really does. They take a lot of beating, and they have to want to be behind the plate, be in the middle of the action. It takes a special person to be a catcher.
3-1 to Arakawa as he had a pretty good rip at the fastball from Dominguez.
This little guy, he just goes up there. He's swinging it, isn't he?
Oh, I love him. I love watching him play.
Flashing the leather yesterday like you talked about. And
great.
He's going up there. Hadn't had a hit yet today, but his first at-bat, first pitch, he had a rocket to center field for an out. This kid's not intimidated.
You watch these kids in infield practice, too, the way they do everything so fundamentally well. Throw the baseball crisply around the diamond as he draws that walk out of 3-2 pitch.
Catcher better get the ball.
Yeah. Well, how about Dominguez going to that breaking ball?
3-2 breaking ball.
3-2 breaking ball against the leadoff man, Arakawa. There's some serious respect.
I believe he looked at that 3-1 swing and said he fouled that thing straight back. I don't know if I want to do that.
Arakawa aboard with 2 down here in the Hawaii 5th, and that'll get Gavin Okada to the plate. Okada, the number 2 hitter, he's 0 for 1 officially. He's having a chat with that third base coach, Staff Kujimoto, right now before he steps in to face Dominguez. We're in the bottom of the 5th in this championship game of the Cal Ripken World Series. We're delighted you're with us as Gavin Okada to step in.
I'm sure Gavin would like to get QB to the plate in this inning.
Arakawa will break, and there will not be a throw as it got off the glove of the new catcher, Mendoza.
This could turn into a huge play right here with Gustavo dropping down sidearm and hitting the ball off his starting catcher's thumb. He cannot be fun to catch for a 12-year-old kid to go back there, especially if he hasn't been back there too much.
And a miss high, 1-1 now on Gavin Okada.
It certainly will come into play if the runner gets to third.
You're exactly right. And as Cal pointed out, I'm sure Okada's thinking about, I need to do anything I can to get on base and get QB up here, see if we can't get a little insurance.
This team from Oahu has averaged better than 8.5 runs per game, guys, and going 6-0 in this tournament. But we found out when you get them in close games that are decided by 1 run, they will execute and play those well also, as that baseball will find the top of the Hawaii dugout out of play.
Well, it says a lot about the team. When they're able to win, when everything's going right and they're scoring runs, but what happens when they get into a tight ball game? And certainly, if you look down in a tight ball game from yesterday and today, they're all smiling. They're loose. He's created a very good, loose atmosphere, and they respond really well. They execute at crunch time.
Gerald Oda, the manager of the team from Oahu, tardy on that fastball is Gavin Okada, so he's down swinging. It's last licks time for Mexico. Can they three-peat? They're down.
Chevy's proud to be the #1 selling passenger car brand in America. We have 9 cars with at least 30 highway miles per gallon. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now get an 05 Cobalt Coupe or sedan for a Chevy employee discount price of $12,470 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
Another day with New All Cleans and Softens. Why should people wear uncomfortable clothes if they don't have to? Now with All, you can get your clothes softer while you wash them. Introducing new All Cleans and Softens. The cleaning power of All with fabric softener built in. All. Look on the bright side.
Tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Coming at you, Michael Jenkins, Chick Hernandez.
Coming up on the show, baseball blasts off. We'll see if the Nationals could make any headway in the race for the wild card against the Mets.
Plus, the Orioles tried to squeeze out at least one win before they left Cleveland. Find out if they could.
And the Iron Man crowns this year's Little League champ. We'll have full coverage from Aberdeen.
That is tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by Price Waterhouse Coopers.
Let's go back to inning number 5 for our West Dirty play of the game. Timmy Arakawa getting those uniform pants dirty as he's off as this ball got away from Mendoza.
He was dirty yesterday. He's dirty today. He's dirty.
Today's dirtiest play being brought to you by Whisk Laundry Detergent. Go ahead, get dirty like Timmy Arakawa has done all series long.
Dirty.
All right, we've got some moves. What else would you expect from Tim Lodota? Jordan DuPont did what he was supposed to do, left them out, got 3 outs in the 5th. He goes out to right field. Kalani Lagat Crawford comes from right field to first base. And on cue, would you like to sing a little ditty for us, Bill Ripken?
QB-doo. I don't know, dude.
QB's back.
I'll tell you what.
QB Meyer.
He stretched it out yesterday through 4 innings. You see what he's got in his tank. I said last time when Jordan was on the mound, he walked in there before the 5th inning started. I said, I wonder if he's telling him, get me these 3 outs and let me go out there in the 6th and see if I can't slam the door.
The red, white, and blue flying behind QB Meyer. Fellas, it's not going to be easy as he faces Andre Alvarez, the number 2 hitter, then Gustavo Dominguez, the 3-hole hitter, and then the cleanup man, Idram Gutierrez, here in inning number 6.
He's going to have to earn it, that's for sure.
Yep.
Mexico was in the same position last year.
Our 3rd consecutive 1-0 game as QB Meyer will find the strike zone at the knees to get ahead at 0-2.
QB looks a little punched up. He's throwing as firm as he was yesterday. He was touching the radar gun at 73, 75, and he just threw that last pitch at 75. So maybe his adrenaline's going. Even if he's a little tired, he seems to be a little juiced.
0-2 to Alvarez. Backed him off the plate.
Don't want to do that in an 0-2 pitch. Meaning hit him.
Right. Well, Alvarez had to jackknife out of the way.
Don't want to give up that free pass like that. This ball was fairly close to putting that tying run on first base right there.
What about that old ball talk that says, take it for the team?
I might have stayed there on that one.
1-2
back
pitch.
in there.
Breaking ball and a beauty that had Alvarez out in front. He's gone for out number 1 here in the 6th. That is the 13th strikeout of Mexican hitting tonight by the Hawaii pitching staff.
That's what you call getting a little bit out in front right there. Cuba throwing good fastballs and then flipped up that last breaking ball.
Yeah, Cal, this Mexican team came in here at 361 as a hitting squad in this tournament, number 1 of all the teams entered.
Well, one of the keys to the game we talked about was Mexico, the bats had to come alive. In the last couple games, they did win. They won with aggressive base running. They won with a couple timely hits, and they won because they pitched better. But we thought their bats had to wake up in order for them to win today. And how many punch-outs? 13? 13 strikeouts.
Yep, 13. Kalani Lagat Crawford registered 11 of them. DuPont fan 1 in the 5th, and now this strikeout of Andre Alvarez here in the 6th. Gustavo Dominguez, we know he's got long ball power, and he's ahead of Meyer at 2-0. 2-0
breaking ball.
There it is.
That cut the heart of the plate.
That's just not fair. It really isn't. It's not fair at the big league level when they do it to people. And here you are, you're 12 years old. You know he had to be geared for a heater, looking for a pitch he might want to tie this game with. And QB dropped a 2-0 breaking ball right down Broadway.
And came off that with the fastball, and Gustavo Dominguez tardy on it as the count levels at 2-2.
So if you're Gustavo now, what are you looking for right now?
You have no idea what to look for. He gave you a little bit of backwards pitching there with a 2-0 breaking ball and came back with a fastball. Another good heater. If he throws a 2-0 breaking ball, will he throw a 3-2 breaking ball right here?
He almost has to, doesn't he?
I think so.
If I was hitting, I'd have to at least have that in the back of my mind. You couldn't be looking just dead red right here.
Well, Timmy went in there and said, look, dude, I've been dirty the whole World Series. Why don't you get a little filthy right now and drop a 3-2 yacker on him, and let's see if you can't send him back to the dugout.
I love that analysis.
That's what little Timmy just said. He said it's time for you to be filthy.
Payoff pitch to Dominguez. He got him swinging. Under the heat upstairs to blow away Dominguez for out number 2.
I don't know. I got goosebumps. Seriously. I'm not playing. Haven't played in a long time.
Kalani Lagat Crawford is going to head over from first base and get the attention of QB Meyer as you see Dominguez.
What can they possibly say? Do they come in and say relax? Because obviously the manager's been relaxed the whole time in his whole approach to this World Series. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
14 strikeouts of Mexico hitting. Breaking ball had Iram Gutierrez out in front. You could feel the drama and the excitement building here in the top of the 6th. The 3rd consecutive 1-0 game we've had in the last, about 36 hours.
Wow. Billy predicted a 9-8 game, didn't he, today?
Yeah.
It's a good time to remind him.
Where did all the bats go, huh?
I also said something pregame about QB-QB-do, too. So, I'm not saying that anything about that, but
0-2 is Hawaii 1 pitch away from not allowing the Mexican three-peat.
Fastball away.
There it is. The 2-time defending world champions of Mexico have been dethroned. Hawaii, the Cal Ripken World Series champion.
And who said 1-0 games couldn't be exciting?
That's pretty good stuff right there.
We've had 3 of them, 2 yesterday and 1 today.
QB-QB-do. Had to. That's good stuff.
Gerald Oda and his youngsters from the island of Oahu behind QB Meyer in inning number 6.
He wasn't messing around with the breaking ball right there. He got 0-2 and catcher put down fastball, wanted a high fastball away. Kind of threw it on the middle part of the plate, but high enough. Strike 3, World Series champs.
Oh, the Stars and Stripes, the red, white, and blue waving on top of the Oahu, Hawaii dugout as for the 2nd consecutive day they've won a 1-0 thriller yesterday over Lexington, Kentucky, and today dethroning the outstanding squad from Mexico. Hawaii, your Cal Ripken.
Chevy's proud to have the best-selling full-size SUVs 5 years in a row. Like Tahoe with best-in-class fuel economy. We've always broken the rules. Now we're rewriting them with the Chevy employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Get an 05 Tahoe LS 4-wheel drive for a Chevy employee discount price of $31,311 after cash back. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer today.
For a good.
The journey to investment success may often be turbulent, but it is not one you must navigate alone. For more than 100 years, Ferris Baker Watts professionals have worked with their clients, asking questions and developing plans to meet their goals. We believe that the relationship we have with our clients is more important than the size of their account. At Ferris Baker Watts, we want your business. We'll earn your trust.
Excuse me, are they all...
Yeah, they're all loaded.
The heat! Give him the heat! It's the cycle! Yes! Yes! It's the cycle!
Are you fan enough? Nobody does baseball better than Comcast Sportsnet. Catch the Orioles all season long. More games, more news, more passion.
You're up.
Sportsnet.
Back at Cal Senior's Yard here in Aberdeen, Maryland, there will not be a three-peat this 2005 Cal Ripken World Series as the youngsters from the island of Oahu, Hawaii, the winners of this World Series championship at the Ripken Baseball Complex with a 1-0 decision over the 2-time defending champions from Mexico. Let's take a look, guys, at our Nike Baseball Outstanding Players of the game. And, of course, Axel Rios gave up the one earned run, and it wound up being the game decider as he got the start for Mexico tonight, but Kalani Lagak Crawford, 12 Ks in his 4 innings of work, and then also with that RBI base hit, the game decider in inning number 2.
You're the winning pitcher. You drive in the winning run of the World Series. I don't think it gets much better than that.
All right, let's head down to where the red, white, and blue flies down there in front of the Hawaii dugout as our Brent Harris is standing by with Gerald Oda, the Hawaii manager. Brent.
A World Series, and I don't know if you would call this team an underdog at 6-0, but you were going against a 2-time defending champs in Mexico, but you guys got it done today. Oh, what a feeling it must feel like tonight with the Cal Ripken World Series title.
I'm just so happy and proud for our kids, man. We really stress to our kids, just enjoy this moment. Enjoy this moment, let it happen, you know, and just have a great time, man. You know, hats off to Billy and Cal Ripken and their families, the Cal Ripken organization, the Babe Ruth organization. This whole experience for our kids is just priceless. I mean, words can't express our gratitude for these past 2 weeks. It's just unbelievable. I'm just so happy for our kids.
That trophy now, I guess, jumps on a plane and heads 5,000 miles towards Hawaii. That has got to be an awesome feeling.
It's great, you know, and I just can't believe this, and I really want to thank our kids last year, our 12 kids. We came out 2 games short, and, you know, God. What a game. I'm just happy, proud. But people back home, everyone watching at Eastside Grill, you know, like I said, our kids from last year's team, our fans from last year, you know, this is for them. From the bottom of our heart, I want to say thank you to everyone.
Skip, congratulations. Go out and celebrate with your team. You certainly earned it. All right, there it is. The team from Hawaii, guys, your 2005 Cal Ripken World Series champs. Guys?
Brent, I'm always going to remember that infectious smile of the manager, Gerald Oda, because you talk about someone with his youngsters enjoying the experience. As you said, in 2 weeks here at Cal Seniors Yard, just terrific stuff. All right, we'll be right back with a lot more thoughts, obviously, after Gerald Oda and his team from Oahu, Hawaii, dethrone Mexico 1-0, the final the Cal Ripken World Series championship game. Don't go anywhere. There's a lot more.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Coming at you, Michael Jenkins, Chick Hernandez.
Coming up on the show, baseball blasts off. We'll see if the Nationals could make any headway in the race for the wild card against the Mets.
Plus, the Orioles tried to squeeze out at least one win before they left Cleveland. Find out if they could.
And the Iron Man crowns this year's Little League champ. Will have full coverage from Aberdeen.
That is tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
It can change the channel from here, adjust the volume from over here, and control what your kids can and can't watch on TV, even when you're miles away. It's your remote control, and you can use it to restrict access to any channel you don't want your kids watching, and to automatically block shows based on ratings. Talk about remote control. To learn more, visit controlyourtv.org. Cable TV. Take control. It's easy.
Time to exhale, everybody. We know you enjoyed that. In the last 2 days, 3 consecutive 1-0 finishes, and Hawaii won 2 of them, beating Lexington, Kentucky in the national championship game yesterday on Kalani Lagak Crawford's 7th inning home run, and then Lagak Crawford goes to the mound. Fans 11 tonight in 4 innings of work, turned it over to Jordan DuPont and QB Meyer, and they got it done. How about Hawaii? Beating the 2-time Cal Ripken World Series defending champions from Mexico. 1-0 as the red, white, and blue flies. We'll be right back.
Hey. Whew. Yeah. You look relaxed for somebody in your condition. It's because I have Aflac. What do you mean? Well, when I'm hurt and miss work, Aflac gives me cash to help pay bills. My health insurance does it. You mean like car payments? Mm-hmm. Electric bills? Mm-hmm. Or the rent? Yep. Huh. Even food. Chinese is here. Great. I love duck.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
If you're a man or a woman losing your hair, listen to this important announcement. Hair transplantation is now better than ever with a new technique called follicular unit grafting. Special microscopic equipment allows Dr. Giannato at HRG to isolate natural units of hair. The result, your new transplanted hair grows back very naturally. Call HRG now for free information. Find out how the latest technology and experienced professionals make a difference in your hair growing back. Dr. Giannato has performed over 25,000 hair transplant procedures and is recognized the world over as a hair loss specialist.
Follicular unit grafting is new, it's more precise, and it gives our patients a better result.
Technology, experience, results. Put them to work for you. Call HRG now for information on the new follicular unit grafting.
.com.
To the victor goes the spoils, in this case, the hardware. And isn't that a beautiful likeness and replica of what Major League Baseball's champions get awarded after a win on the big league level in October? And, of course, a disappointment on the faces of the youngsters that wore the green, white, and red and represented Mexico so well. As we're back on Comcast Sportsnet here at Cal Seniors Yard in Aberdeen, Maryland, after the thrilling 1-0 victory from Hawaii to dethrone Mexico, who had won championship titles here at the Cal Ripken World Series in the 03 and 04 seasons. But it was not to be tonight, as after Mexico won the 1-0 thriller yesterday by defeating the Dominican Republic, they ran into the outstanding pitching of Hawaii's Keilani Lagak Crawford, who struck out 11 in 4 innings of work. And Bill Ripken, of course, with Bernardo Tapia there, as you see the ceremonial lays around the necks of the youngsters from Hawaii. There's a lot of flavor that's going to happen on the field here to denote a championship for the youngsters from Hawaii. And, of course, the disappointment in the dugout of Mexico. Let's join Comcast Sportsnet's Brent Harris. Brent?
Attention fans, please direct your attention to the field. We're now going to turn it over to Comcast Sportsnet Brent Harris for the World Series trophy presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 9 days of play and 37 very exciting baseball games, we now have a winner. Please give a rousing Maryland cheer for the 2005 Cal Ripken League World Series winners, the team from Oahu, Hawaii. Presenting the trophy and champions flag, Cal Ripken Jr. and Stephen Tellefson, CEO and President of Babe Ruth League. Congratulations, Oahu, Hawaii. Your World Series champions will receive their gold medals from Chris Flattery, COO of Ripken Baseball and host president of the 2004 Cal Ripken World Series, and Rosemary Sholkoff, CFO, Babe Ruth League.
With smiles as bright and beautiful as their wonderful island of Oahu, the Hawaiian squad representing the USA in grand fashion. They're the Cal Ripken World Series championship winners. They beat Mexico 1-0. Don't move.
Edgar, I shall take the voice of this lovely woman, Mrs. Trump, and put it into this. Why? To tell the world the benefits of Aflac with sex appeal. Brilliant, sir. I
say no. Now throw the switch.
If you're hurt and can't work, Aflac can help pay your bills with cash.
Genius! And her? Aflac!
G'day. I'm tracking the elusive buffalo chicken. These things are wild. I've got to be really careful. Frank's red hot buffalo sauce. We're getting close.
Shh! The buffalo chicken's right over there. Have a go at this. Tender chicken strips swimming in buffalo sauce and more fresh veggies than you can poke a stick at. Served on gourmet bread. But hurry, you'll only catch the new buffalo chicken sandwich at Subway restaurant.
Crikey!
Tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Coming at you, Michael Jenkins, Chick Hernandez.
Coming up on the show, baseball blasts off. We'll see if the Nationals could make any headway in the race for the wild card against the Mets.
Plus, the Orioles tried to squeeze out at least one win before they left Cleveland. Find out if they could.
And the Iron Man crowns this year's Little League champ. We'll have full coverage from Aberdeen.
That is tonight at 10 on Sports Night, presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Comcast Sportsnet's presentation of this Cal Ripken 2005 World Series has been brought to you by Aflac. Make sure you ask about it at work. Also by Whisk Laundry Detergent. Go ahead. Get dirty by Nike Baseball and the Nike Aero bats. They are the quickest bats in the game. And by your Baltimore area Chevrolet dealers. They're a proud official sponsor of the Cal Ripken World Series. Manager Bernardo Tapia, and hasn't this squad from Mexico distinguished themselves wonderfully well in winning 2 straight championships and coming up just short in losing 1-0 to the team from Hawaii representing the United States. Cal Ripken and Bill Ripken are at home plate, joined by Brent Harris. Let's get some words from them coming up shortly as they will kind of put the finishing touches on what has been just an absolutely marvelous 2005 Cal Ripken World Series. Guys, swing it down to you.
Well, Michael, thank you very much. With Cal Ripken Jr. and Billy Ripken, and guys, what an unbelievable final we just saw here tonight. A 1-zip and a bit of an underdog in Hawaii, pulling off the upset of the 2-time defending champs.
Hawaii stopped them tonight with this 1-0 victory. I'd like to thank everybody who came out tonight. Our first World Series in Cal Senior's yard. I think it was a huge success. Thanks everybody for coming out.
And Cal, what a great success this season, and I know you're going to look to even make it better next year.
Well, I think the main goal each and every year was to get better the next year. And the first year was fantastic. Last year was great. But this year was off the charts. And I don't know how we're going to actually duplicate this. I know the kids are going to come out here and compete just as hard and bring a great game to us all. But we look to make it even better next year. If you thought it was good this year, tell all your friends and have them come out next year.
Cal, Billy, thanks for your hospitality, and we look forward to 2006. Michael, back to you.
Yeah, they are the founding fathers, as I've been saying, of Ripken baseball, and no one has youth baseball in mind and in better shape than Cal and Billy Ripken. Congratulations to those two and their wonderful staff for an outstanding Cal Ripken World Series that's won by the United States, the squad from Hawaii, as they beat Mexico to end their reign and their 20-game win streak here in Aberdeen by 1-0 final. Now, for all that made it such a glorious couple of days for us here at Comcast Sportsnet, our producer Chris Grain, our director Bill Bell, those two and their staff of production professionals showed you all the good pictures and sights and sounds here from Aberdeen that resulted in the 1-0 Hawaii win. Also for Brent Harris and, of course, for Cal and Bill Ripken and a cast of thousands, I'm Michael Regai. I know you enjoyed this last 36 hours of Cal Ripken World Series baseball. We hope you have a wonderful Sunday night, everybody. That's going to wrap it up from Aberdeen. Stay tuned for Sports Night presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers.